I better get some chat text up on the screen so I can see what's going on. It's not working. Oh, there it is. It finally came in. Hello, everyone, and it's Tuesday here. How's everybody going? I'll get the ball rolling. I'm pretty sure Stream Elements is running. Let me just go and check whether it's got the proper messages turned on, not turned off. Yep, all on, all up and running. Okay, so the people who had readings yesterday for free were, we'll just read them out. Somebody's got the hostility card flipping over here. Hopefully it's not me. I don't want any hostility. These people will not get a reading today for free. Anna, Lisa Simpson, Jocelyn, Meh, Lee Anna, and that was pretty much all that I did yesterday. I did Gypsy, but Gypsy was helping out. So if Gypsy and Mama B are the ones helping out, we've got Alexandra here. Okay, let me just get a list of 6 people. Now, what we're doing, if you're new, if you haven't seen the new system, what I'm doing, Alexandra, so what I'm doing is Lucinda, I'm a love, ask Hob. So Lucinda would be a newbie, so they would be on my list, and so I'm doing 1 regular and 1 newbie. Now Estelle is fairly new, they've been here a couple of times now, but they still go on the newbie list. I'm pretty, Susie is new, Brenda I think I've seen once before. So pretty much at the moment, apart from you, Alexandra, and I'm pretty, and Rinta me, we got 3 people that have been here many times, and then we've got 3 or 4 that haven't been here before, and Anjali. Okay, so let's start our list. Let me just get the dates all done. November, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're only doing 6 on the list because I'm hoping that the payments start. We're going to do the first 2 on the list, which is Lucinda and Alexandra. Actually, Alexandra, being that you're a moderator, I will put you down lower and we'll do another person first, because you're going to be in the room for at least half an hour anyway. So we'll put you down further. We'll put Estelle as number 2. Estelle, I'm pretty. And then we'll put you, Alexandra, in here. And then what have we got? We've got Rinta, me, and Brenda. And Brenda. Now, you 6 have made it into the free list. I don't know if we'll get the free list done. As soon as people start doing the payments, they take priority. So if you do have that $6 US or $11 US to spare, I'd really appreciate it. Go across to the PayPal, get yourself a detailed reading, a guaranteed reading. Susie, you're new, so we're going to put you here, ready in position number 7. Then we've got Leanne and Anjali. Leanne, Anjali, and Mira, you are relatively new as well. All right, and then pretty much that's it. That's 10. I only do the 10 for free per day. Now, if you haven't made it into this list I've got here in front of me, don't go anywhere, because, or come back in like half an hour or something, see how we're traveling, where we're up to. Because sometimes people that are in this free list, once I start doing the paid readings, some of them don't hang around. Some of them have got to go to bed, some of them have to leave or go to work. So just hang around in case we don't get these people done on this list. So let me just set up PayPal for a detailed a mini detail, and a numerology. Now I am going to do a numerology demo. I'm waiting on James to be here to have a look at, I promised that I would have a look at that for him. And it's just a demo numerology, a mini numerology reading that I'll be doing. I'm also going to redo the one that I did for Mama B yesterday, because apparently I had the wrong birthday numbers and she was busy on the phone and didn't notice that I was using the wrong date, the wrong year. And yeah, so what have we got? Go Mordacia, you've already paid for a mini. Good on you. Okay, so Lucinda and Acel, you are on the free list, and what I need you to do when it's your turn, I will need you to write a question. If you're not using your real name, I'm assuming Lucinda might actually be your real name. If that's not your real name, I either need your first real name or your star sign, or both, if you want to give me both. So if your name's Mary and you're a Scorpio, just say Mary Scorpio. And this is my question, yes or no. Okay, so Lucinda, if that is your name, just put my name is Lucinda, and then you put your question. But right now we're going to do a paid reading. Mama B, the list, the way I've set it up, is Lucinda number 1, Acel number 2, I'm Pretty, then Alexandra, Rinta Me, and Brenda. That's the 6 people. Sitting on the waiting possible list is Susie, Leanne, Anjali, and Mira. Now, there was somebody else that came in, Light Worker and Beautiful Heart. I'm going to write them down because they are new. Light Worker and Beautiful Heart. We'll just put these guys there because they are new. And if somebody up here later on has gone and they're still here, we'll put them in. Okay, so we'll just have a waiting list just in case, Mama B. But I don't want to sit here doing freebie readings. I am here to earn some money. This is my job. So Go Mordacia, you have paid for what? What did you pay for? And this is good for the newbies to see a paid reading like what you get for $6 US or 11 US dollars. So let me just quickly check on the PayPal. Oh, there it is there. It's Natalie, your real name, isn't it? Would I do financially well as a newborn care specialist in Florida? Wow, that's pretty intense. Okay, so yes, Natalie has paid for a mini Go Mordacia. So we'll just put that there. So this is what you get for $6 US, guys. If you're going to use Super Chat, which is down in the, I think in the bottom right hand corner, if you click that $sign, you can donate for a super stamp or something like that if you just want to buy one of them. Or you can do a donation of either $7 US or $14 US. That will be for a mini or for a more detailed mini. A mini detailed or a detailed reading. Okay, so it's basically half the time. So this is what a paid mini reading looks like. So let's get this on the board. And then Mama B, can we get the questions ready for Lucinda and Acel, please? So as soon as I finish this, we'll do that. Brenda has paid as well, so we'll take Brenda off the free list and we'll replace her with Susie. So we'll bring Brenda down here. She's just paid as well. Let me just go back. Brenda's paid for a mini as well. Brenda, a mini reading. Brenda, if you wanted a more detailed reading, it's 11 US dollars, not Australian dollars, so I'm not sure where you're from, but for a detailed reading, it's 11 US dollars, which is approximately about 14 or 15 Australian dollars. Okay, so you've paid 10 Australian dollars there, or maybe 11 Australian dollars. So that will buy you a little bit more than a mini. It'll be an in-betweener. Yeah, the payment, Brenda, is not for a detailed reading. That's Australian dollars you've paid there. I'll just tell you what it is in Australian dollars for detailed. Bear with me for a sec, guys. Natalie, I'll get to you in a sec. Where's my transition thing? Somewhere in here I have a money thing. Okay, convert USD to AUD. Okay, so 11 US dollars, which is the full payment. It's actually $16.60 at the moment, Brenda. It's $16.60. So you'd literally need to pay me another $5 if you want a full detailed reading. And then the mini reading is $9.07. So you've paid me 10, so you've paid me just over a mini reading. It changes every day, Brenda. It changes every day. The dollar changes. So sometimes people are paying me the 11 US dollars and I'm getting even up to like 19 Australian dollars, and then other days I'm getting $14. So it just changes every day that I'm live. So at the moment, yeah, you would need to pay me another $4 or $5 to have that full reading. Okay. The numerology readings are actually normally a lot more than the detailed minis. These readings I'm charging a little bit more than half price. So normally it's around, in Australian dollars, normally it's about $2 a minute. So I'm doing a 10-minute reading instead of for 20 Australian dollars. I'm doing it for like 14 Australian dollars at the moment, $14, $15. And the numerology readings, because they're a one-off kind of thing. Once you have one, you don't need to come back next week or next month. It's like, once I've done your numbers, that's it. So with the numerology, it's the same price. It's the, what did I just say it was? $16. So you'd need to pay another $5 for the numerology. But we can do like a mini reading for what you've paid. Anyway, we'll get to that in a sec. Let's get to Natalie's question because she's paid first. Let's get to Natalie first, and then we'll come to you, Brenda, and we'll work something out. Okay, so with Natalie, what do we got? We've got a mini here for Natalie. So yeah, at the moment, the 6 US dollars in Australian dollars is $8. It must be close to $9, I think. Yeah. All right. So here we go. Natalie's question was about working. Would you financially do well as a newborn care specialist in Florida? There's been a lot of problems with babies and pregnancies at the moment over the last 12 months. All right. Well, the numbers I've seen have looked pretty alarming. Anyway, here we go. And unfortunately, one of my relatives actually lost her baby in near full term, which was pretty tragic. Anyway, here we go. Will Natalie do well financially working as a newborn care specialist in Florida? Will Natalie do well financially? Will it be financially good for Natalie to be working as a newborn care specialist in Florida? Okay. Funny enough, you've got the women card, the doctor card, and the fertility card. You've got a big bloody 10 here. Sorry for using that word bloody. I know you don't use it over in America, but yeah, you've got a 10 there, 10 of diamonds. So anything to do with financial success, financial failure. If you've got a 10 of diamonds sitting here right next to the king of diamonds, I'd say it's pretty damn good. The one problem I'm seeing with you working in this is you may have to cut ties with a particular person. I feel it's another female. I feel it might be a good friend of yours. It might be some relative or something. But Natalie, for you to go and do this thing, I don't know if you have to go to a different hospital somewhere, or whether you've got to... It's like you're cutting ties with somebody, but your career thing will be very successful. This is extremely successful. You're showing up as like a husband and wife kind of team here. but it's not that. I feel this is you as a doctor, this is a doctor or a nurse, whatever, working in medical. You will really love the work. It will make you very, very happy. This could be dealing with women who have, like what I just mentioned about a relative of mine, that they get near full term or something. This could be dealing with loss. It might have nothing to do with cutting somebody out of your life. But your main question about being financially successful, this is showing me financial success. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Brenda. That's great. So we'll get to yours in a sec. Oh, so you will be moving. Okay, so when you do this move, I do feel you're going to be missing somebody here. It could be a young person, it could be a child, it could be someone who you're very close to. It could even be a neighbor or something like that. But I do feel there's going to be some sort of kind of like a heartbreak feeling that when you go there. But the job itself, the money, the satisfaction you get out of the job, this is very, very good energy. Very good energy. Now, I do feel that because you're going to be working with, what was it, neonatal? Or was it, which one was it? Thank you, Brenda. I can see that there. Newborn care specialist. Okay, newborn care specialist. I feel that sometimes this would be the mum, and this would be problems around the baby, the pregnancy, all of that. That may become quite tough for you. That could become tough for you. Yes, it could be your mum. It could be where she's missing you terribly and you're missing her terribly. But this part over here, this is fantastic. If we remove this one, this is a really, really good journey for you. So I just feel there is a small issue here where you're detached from this person, but also I feel that this would be your patience, where it's not always going to be happy. It's not always going to be, well, you're working with newborn care specialty. So obviously this is not your, they've given birth, the baby's fine, they go home the same day or whatever. This is where these babies have issues. So there will be some very, very hard moments working in that field. But yeah, I do feel that that's an emotional kind of thing going on over here, but financially, and you will go up in the world of this. You might start in Florida, but I feel that there will be something that comes about where you change and you go somewhere else. I keep hearing the word Washington and something to do with Washington and Ohio for some reason. I don't know why, but that's the two places I'm hearing in my head for some reason. It could be Washington Hospital, it could be Washington Street, it might have nothing to do with an actual place. But yeah, Washington and Ohio for some reason is coming into my mind when I think about this. Anyway, the buzzer's going already, so we'll just quickly grab some of these and then we'll do a quick yes and no for you. Now guys, if you're new here, this is what a mini reading looks like. This is what you get for the $6 US. So just some of these for Natalie for her journey. Okay, put them back in the deck would be good. Natalie's journey to work in newborn care in Florida. Show me some more information on that. How's she going to go with that? Okay. Sometimes you're going to be impatient. This was upside down when I first pulled it. So sometimes you're going to, it's going to be like, when's this all going to happen? When are we going to do this? What's going to happen? There will be a very strict regime going on here. I feel that you're going to be calling the shots. When you're available, when you're not available, and what works for you. It could be somebody bossing you around as well. The other thing is about this emotional thing, that you're going to be missing somebody. Strength, I think most of these are upside down, are they? Oh yeah, I've got the whole deck upside down, so let's forget about that. This is patience and timing. This could be the boss, it could be strict rules and things like that, but there is this emotional missing somebody when you're working there. It's like the time is just very consuming and you end up where, oh yeah, mum, I'll visit you every weekend or something, and then it'll be every second weekend, and then it might be once a month. It's like where time is just getting away from you, and you're missing this person or this person's missing you. You will get stronger and stronger and stronger the more that you're at this job. So you'll go up the ladder with this job. All right, let's quickly do a yes and no. The paid readings, I want to use the Lenormand for the yes and no. Just think about a question in your mind right now, Natalie, for a yes or no answer, plus just some extra messages to tag on to the end of this reading. Okay, Brenda, we'll have a look at your birthday there in a sec. Okay, Natalie has a question in her mind. Is it yes or no? And plus give me some more messages for Natalie and her journey into working in Florida with the babies. There you are, setting sail. Be true to what it is you want. You have a yes and a maybe. So this is a maybe yes at this point of whatever it was you asked. You've got somebody very loyal, very true, very helpful to you. It's like a father figure kind of thing, but it can be a partner as well. You're going to be setting sail on your journey. A lot of things are going to happen quite quickly as well. This over here is you trying to work things out, because this is where sometimes they're telling you the truth, sometimes there's things that are hidden, sometimes they're dark, sometimes they're light. You know, it's like trying to work out what's right and what's not right. It also can be where you need to put on the face to face the day sometimes. So yeah, you might not want to do a particular thing, so you just got to, you know, pull up your socks and get on with it sometimes. Anyway, that's what we have there. All right. So that's Go Mordesha. Thank you, Go Mordesha, for your mini. And this has changed to a detailed or a numerology. What are we doing, Brenda? You're wanting a numerology. And then you want to see what the numerology shows with it's general. You want to see generally what comes up. With the numerology, I can't sort of stream it into being about love or career or money. All I can tell you is what numbers come up and what they sort of mean, like in general, and where you are in the stages of your life. Okay, so general sale of property and overseas. Yeah, numerology. Okay, Brenda, here we go. We'll see what comes up in regards to money and property, but we don't need cards and that for that. We will do yes and no at the end of this for you, Brenda, so we will have a look at yes and no questions, 2 of them at the end of this. So if you want to ask, will you sell the property overseas? Yeah, you don't have to type the questions on the screen unless you want to. And I'm assuming your name is Brenda, but I don't need that with this style of reading. I just need the numbers. Where is the numbers? Let me scroll back. Your numbers are 222. Okay, so you're a 222, 1969. 9, so that's a 1, that's a 7, 7, you're a 7. So you're a 2, 4, 7. 247. I love it. I love it. I'm very, very happy to see these numbers. Okay, Brenda, let's start working on who you are and what you're good at and what you might be challenged with along the way. We're going to set the clock for 10 minutes. Actually, we'll set it for the 8:14. That way I'll wrap this up and then we'll do your yes and no's. Okay, here we go, Brenda. So, starting off your reading, when you were born to be in partnership and be a person that is committed to the journey. So if you get on a journey of a diet, let's say, you'll be committed to what you've got to do. If you get involved with certain people, you'll be committed to that journey. This is showing me someone that's very strong with their morals, very strong with balance and balancing things out. You also at times can suffer with, this can be depression, this can be lack of commitment from other people that kind of gets under your goat. You may have problems with people born in the same month as you at times, especially from the male side of the fence. Males that just a bit wishy-washy, not solid with their commitments to things, to jobs, to other people. That can be a problem for you at times. Let's go to the top here. You actually are designed for being in a committed relationship. Whether this was with your best friend, whether this is within a family, within a business, you are designed, you're all about teaching and learning. You do like structure. So if you're going on a holiday somewhere, one of your big things is getting everything organized. So you probably organize other people as well. You could even be a teacher with that 4 sitting in the center here. But when you were first born, it was all about watching people that commit to each other and mimicking it. But if somebody asks you to do something and you commit to that, you will follow through, no matter what. It won't even matter if you're not feeling well or whatever. You will push yourself and you will make sure something's done. It can be a bonus, but it also can be not so great if you're not feeling well, because you will keep giving your last dollar to help something, and then where's Brenda's dollar? You know, like it's like when what about you? Right now you're in between the 4 and the 7. This is where you're going into spiritual enlightenment. Thinking about the future, the past, thinking about people that passed over. You may be exploring different types of religion. You may be getting into meditation. And this is all about the beautiful things in life. So if you went to a war-torn country, let's say, you would be the person that would find, look at that little flower growing there. In amongst all this devastation, there's a little flower right there. You would find something that's beautiful. You would find something to make you feel good, but also mostly to make others feel good. I do feel you may give too much to people sometimes, and you get hurt and disappointed by people that are not on the same journey as you. They say they are, and then they let you down. All right. The 6 is all about parenting and looking after people, basically. So you would be good as a teacher. You'd be good as a doctor, a nurse. You'd be good, very structured with things. People can learn a lot from you. I don't know if you're one of these people that's jack of all trades but master of none, because I feel that you may know a lot, be able to do a lot, but you're not actually top of anything as yet, what I'm seeing here. But you could be if you wanted to be. It's like where if you managed a business, you want it to be like a family. You don't want to be above anyone. You want to be in line with everybody. Everybody's equal. Doesn't matter if your pay is $2 an hour and my pay is $100 an hour. It's like you don't do that. You don't have that ladder, which is a good thing. Over here we got a 4 and a 7, which is 11, which is another 2 sitting in here. A lot of things to do with commitment, and very balanced emotions. Very balanced emotions. I feel that you would be somebody that if something really got to you, you would do everything you have to bring that calmness back in and to balance things out. And if somebody's getting all upset about something, I can see you with your arm around them, talking to them, bringing it back down to normal. Very nice journey you've got here. The end of your life, when you get very old, in your last stages, and here is all about management, money, family, groups, being with lots of people, lots and lots of people. Now you don't have ones anywhere, so I don't see selfishness here, but sometimes we need a little bit of selfishness. Down here 3, you cannot tolerate cheating under no circumstances. There is no third party room in your life. It's sort of like, okay, we've got a commitment here, and if you're doing this, this is just, it's ruined everything. This one down here, And then we've got a 5. You don't like change. You like to map things out, but changing things on you. So if you've planned a trip to, let's just say you've planned a trip to London and you've been working on it all, you've been working together with other people, you've been getting everything all settled. Someone come along and say, we're not going to London when you said, we're going to go when I say, and we're not actually going to London anymore, we're going to go to France instead. That will really throw you for a loop there. Change and things like that will throw you for a loop. I do see that sometimes you might have problems with people born in May or Taurus kind of energy, that strong kind of earth energy. The people that make you float, make you happy, pretty much are people born in, sometimes February can be a problem, March and May. They could be problems, and January as well. So pretty much Capricorns, Aquarius, Pisces, and Taurus maybe can cause you issues. But up here, you're great with people born in August, September, June. February is both sides of the coin. April is pretty good for you, and July is very good. Over here, so all your money and everything, you're working towards a very nice early kind of retirement by the looks of this. Born in 1969, you said. I wouldn't be surprised if you're already looking at retirement right now. Because this is somebody that's, the money's there. There's going to be a lot of money start to come in. You're going to have to isolate sometimes. This can be where you need somebody to lean on, and sometimes somebody's not there, and other times you need to be left alone. And right now you're coming into this phase up here where the money's there, so it's time to start using that money, enjoyment and being with people and going places and doing things. But traveling, this can be like a homebody here with this 4 sitting central. And we'll just, the buzzer's going, I just wanted to go from your father's side and your mother's side. So to me, I take the left as the father side and I take the right as the mother's side. Okay, so the strengths you get from your mother is about balanced emotions, the good emotions in life. The negative side from your mother can be about third people interfering in your life. Okay, you are retired already. Okay, I could see that with this 8 sitting here, because you're up here now. You've gone along these lines, you're up here. Yeah, but from your mother's side, this is where your balance comes in and your emotions, your good and your bad emotions. The more unreliable sort of thing, or not sort of being on that same journey, comes from your father's side. This sort of lack of commitment and drive sometimes will come from him. But then the parenting, the children, all of that comes from your father's side, and then the marriage and the commitment and things like that comes from your mother's side. But this is more about emotional stuff. This can be about the past, creating memories and things like that. Pretty good memories there coming from your father's side. You'd have the 2s on both sides though, but the 2 is sitting on your father's side in the bottom. Where it can be a challenge at times. This can be negative emotions, it can be depressive emotions, it can be withdrawal, it can be anger as well, coming from the dad. Coming from the mum, this third party sort of not tolerating somebody stepping in and changing the game, or having too much to do with something. It can be interference on your part as well. It can be where you see something going wrong for someone and you decide to speak up, and you could get shut down when you do that. The 7s, like I said, right now you're in this phase and you're in this 8 phase. So my suggestion now, like that's your reading done, my suggestion is that you go online, go to a page that shows you the numbers, all the numbers up the top. So you've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. They're all up in your top area. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. The challenging stuff that's not in the top, because the top can balance it out. The challenges in your path is 1, 3, and a 5. And have a look in more detail about these numbers on an actual numerology level. You've got 6 and 7 here, that's 13. You're a 4 all up, very structured. I don't know if you've been doing teaching, but you should be. You should be teaching people about your life, about something. And I feel this healing thing around you. Have you got a lot of females around you? Because it looks like you're better with females, female children, teaching, learning. People aspire to do things that you do. People watch you and want to do what you do. This can be problems with males sitting down here. Males that disappoint you, that don't show up, that are running around with other people, and that, yeah, can be stubborn energy down the bottom here. But it is your numbers though. Anyway, Brenda, that's you. So what we're going to do now is what we normally do for the detailed readings. I'm going to throw that in. Just think about 2 questions, yes or no, in your mind. You don't have to type it on the screen. The top 3 cards is going to be your first question. The bottom 3 cards are going to be a second, okay? All right, here we go, Brenda. Brenda, what you're missing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're not missing any numbers. And you didn't have zeros. Zeros can be people that lead secret lives and things like that. Yeah, I was going to say what you might need in your life, being that you do have 1, 3, and 5 down the bottom, you might actually need somebody that is a 1, 3, and a 5. Or they're born on the 1st, or the 10th, or they're born on the 3rd, or the 12th, or the 30th, or the 21st. Anything that adds up to a 3, anything that adds up to a 1, and anything that adds up to a 5. And what I mean adds up to, like you're thinking, what adds up to a 1? Nothing. 1, 10, take away the 0. And then the 28th becomes a 10. So that's a 1. So people born on those numbers would be good for you because you're missing those numbers. They're down in the bottom. They could be challenging to you as well. All right, here we go. 2 questions, yes or no. And then we're back to, did we have another paid reading after the Brenda? I don't think we did when I was last looking at it. Mama B, did somebody else pay whilst I've been reading for Brenda, doing the numbers? I probably won't do the demo numbers now because I've just done one. All right, here we go, Brenda. Yes or no? Brenda has 2 questions in her mind. First question is the top 3 cards and a bit of information for her. Bottom 3 cards is her second question and a bit more information for Brenda. Thanks, Brenda, for the payment today. This is my job now. This is what I do. My boss that I used to do accounts for the last 12 years, he actually died in September last year. And once I wrapped up his business, yeah, I had no job. So, and I really don't want to do that kind of work anymore. Okay, your first question. Your first question's not being answered right now, so there's no clear-cut answer. This is no, this is maybe, and this is yes. So it doesn't want to answer me. There's some more information you need to find out with whatever that question was. This can be the book of secrets. It also can be the book of learning something new or teaching something. You also have a card that represents being stubborn, but you're being told to protect what's yours. Okay, so you're being told to protect something. And then you have the luck with the money card coming in. So this is like some sort of bonuses on its way. But yeah, you've got to protect what's yours. Don't willy-nilly handing stuff out because you're going to need it for you. Anyway, that's your messages there. Second question that you had in your mind is from the bottom. Yes, maybe, and yes. Okay, so I'm going to give you a yes on the second question, and your last messages just to finish off is all your dreams, your wishes, there's things you've been hoping for. There's finally going to be some sort of something coming to you. This can be you applying for something, or it can be somebody contacting you to say, you've got the money, we've sold the house, whatever. So there's something you've been waiting for, it's finally there. But you're also being told to make that contact with something from the past, even if it's difficult. This can be a difficult situation that's on the horizon. It's where you're standing there going, I'm quite happy where I am, but I really should, you know, make up with blah, blah, blah from the past, or I should make amends here, or so there's some sort of journey, and I feel that the starting point would be to contact them via an email or a phone call or something. Anyway, that's what we got for you, Brenda. Thank you for your donation today. Much appreciated. Okay, where are we at, Mama B? Mama B, we're back to the free list now. We're going to start on this free list. Okay, so the free list, we're using the blue cards today. Now, before we go on to the free list, if you do want a paid reading, that was a numerology reading I did just then with 2 yes and no's at the end of it. For the free reading, you're just going to get a yes and no. But if you do a paid reading, a detailed reading will get you 2 yes or no questions at the end of the reading. And a mini reading, a $6 reading, will get you 1 yes or no at the end of it. So you still will get your yes and no, like the free list gets, but you'll also get a detailed reading. Okay, so here we go with Lucinda. I'm just having a drink of my tea before it goes completely stone cold. Is Ima thinking about you? And you are Scorpio. Lucinda, the Scorpio. Okay, that was yes, that dropped out, but let's see. Lucinda wants to know, is Ima, the Scorpio, thinking about Lucinda? No, sorry, is Lucinda, the Scorpio, is Ima thinking about Lucinda? Lucina. Lucina or Lucinda? I wrote down Lucinda. Oh, it is Lucinda. Lucinda wants to know. Lucinda is a Scorpio. She wants to know, is Ima thinking about her? Sometimes. 3 cards about sometimes. This is somebody that they try to do something else. This is a contract that they've made within themselves about what they're doing, what they want to do. It's a balance card, but the person's got a blindfold on. Okay, this person's got a blindfold on, and they're trying to balance their life at the moment. It's a maybe. Sometimes they think about you. This here is somebody that walked away, somebody that is busy, whatever. She's holding on to the gate and she's looking back. So this is where somebody's thinking about somebody, wondering what you're doing and whatever. So that's pretty much where somebody is thinking about you. So it's a yes as well. This over here is somebody, sometimes they think about you and sometimes they're thinking about something else. So it's a 50-50 situation here, but mainly the question is yes, this person does, at times, they do think about you. They do think about the past. I don't know what happened in the past between the two of you, but they do look back over the past and go reminiscing about things. But at the moment, they're standing on a crossroad trying to make a decision about you or about their life or something at the moment. All right, so that's Lucinda. Okay, and Asel's question was, does your ex, Alibek, still love you? Does Alibek, Asel's ex, is there still love there from Alibek to Asel? Is there still love from Alibek for Asel? Does Alibek still feel love for Asel? Does Alibek still feel love for Asel? I don't know what went on between you two. This is somebody does think about you. As I just said in that last reading, this card is where somebody still holds on and looks back and thinks about things. This is a sort of a yes at times, but these 2 cards are somebody that's something to do with deceit here. So I don't know who deceived who. Some sort of deceit went on, and this is hostility. These are sort of like negative kind of feeling cards. The yes and no cards, I need something different to do yes and no, because really this doesn't tell me that this person doesn't love you anymore, but it tells me that there's a hostility here. There's some sort of anger still going on between you and this person. So I don't know who deceived who hurt who. But yeah, there's some sort of hostile feeling here, and deception. But do they still have love for you? I'd have to say with this here, where they're holding onto the gate and they're looking back, that would be a feeling of love is in amongst whatever is going wrong here. So yeah, something that went wrong between the two of you, where this person cuts themselves out and away, or you cut them out. There's still a little glimmer here in the middle, little glimmer of in the middle. It may be where they try not to think about you because it's painful, or because you don't want them there, or they don't want you there, or whatever. So there's some sort of hostile feelings coming off how Alabek feels right now about things. All right, sorry about that, but is the answer yes or no? Do they still feel, I feel that they still have a love in there for you, but I feel there's other conflicting emotions going on with that person. Mama B, I didn't want to just keep reading the free list, and we don't have a payment at the moment. So Mama B, we're going to re-look at those numbers for you, and then we're going to do I'm Pretty and Alexandra. Is I'm Pretty and Alexandra here ready for their reading, or who are we reading? Alexandra, we got your question there. So Mama B, I'm going to do those numbers again. All right, so this was you and Kwan, wasn't it? All right. Where's those numbers that I wrote down? Because it was 94, 95, not 94. And that's not it there. Where did I put it? Where did I put those numbers for you? I was looking at it earlier. There's James and his grandmother. I've got them ready to go. I'll just write them numbers down here. 6, 13, 4. So that's James and his grandmother's connection. Was it you and Kwan that we were going to look at, Mama B? Oh yeah, so that is his numbers there. 1, 7, and 5. Okay, so 1, 7, and 5, and yours is 4, 4, 6. So 1, 7, and 5 is Kwan. 4, what's yours? 4, 4. And 1995, 1, that's a 1, that's a 1, and a 5, that's a 6. So 4, 4, 6. All right, so we're going to do this now. We're going to do this thing, and then we'll come to the Lucretia Woods. Welcome to the room. All readings for free are closed. You could wait around and see how we go, but you're welcome to go across to PayPal. You will get a reading straight away. This is only a demo what I'm doing here, so I will stop if you're making a payment. That goes for anybody. If you're making a payment right now, $6 US, $11 US over at PayPal, you will jump the free list and we'll get your reading straight away. All right, so yeah, up next, Mama B, after this, we'll do, who was it? Alexandra put a question there, and then I can see Susie writing a question, but she's not till down here. She took Brenda's spot. Brenda did a paid reading. So Susie is number 6. So Alexandra, Susie, I don't know where I'm Pretty and Rinta Me, they were in there somewhere as well. I'm Pretty still here, so it should be I'm Pretty and Alexandra up after this deep reading we're going to do now. All right, so here we go. Let's do this numerology on use 2 together. See what we get. This is looking a little bit better. Very spiritual kind of feeling here, with a 7 here and a 7 there. So you're in this phase here, The three still there. The three, the cheating kind of other people involved in the relationship still there, and it moves on to a zero, which is not a great thing between two people. It's all right if you have a zero in your own numbers by yourself. It just means that you could be secretive, or you could take on board other people's secrets even when you don't want them. But when you've got it in a partnership, it's not really good, especially when you're moving forward with this person. So the three and the zeros, a three still, and the five and the two. You've got threes all the way down with him. It would be a reoccurring round and around in a circle with him. There are good numbers up the top though with you and him. Again, you would still work well as people that work together. Planning things, learning things together, spiritual journeys together. This could be going and listening to music and just getting really involved in the whole music. This is having fun together. This is talking about a possibility. The three could represent fertility issues. It could represent that he doesn't want babies, or you don't want babies, or there's some sort of problem with having a baby. So the three could actually mean a physical issue could arise. A fertility issue could be a problem. But I like that you've got the 2, 2, and another 2 here. You're missing the 6. You're missing the 6 in here for it to be a really good, solid, sort of grounded relationship. I just feel that other people would interfere on both sides of things. I feel that sometimes... Oh, this is Diego, is it? Is this Diego? Not Juan. Okay. But I've still got those numbers there that you gave me. Okay, so this is about Diego. Yeah, the threes are a problem here. The threes are a problem, and this secret zero thing. The secret zero thing, it is sitting on your side of this connection. So that's where you have secrets within the relationship with him. So I don't know if Diego knows that you have feelings for this person or that person, or whether that's all something that you keep secret. Yeah, so this is all about where you're at. This is just having fun, changing things up. But yeah, third party stuff is on both sides here in the beginning part of the relationship. And this is spiritual here. The only thing that changed by changing that one number is if you two stay together. If you two had a relationship and you stayed together, you would go from a 2 to a 2. At the moment, you're sitting in a 5. A 5 is movement, talking, laughing, drinking, eating, traveling, listening to music, having a good time. You're also in a 7 phase at the moment. So the 7 is all about, talking about what kind of future you both want. Do you want to live in the same state? Do you want to travel overseas? So it's all about changes and movement and changing in and out of how you are with each other. You haven't even got here yet. You haven't got to this 2. This would take years to get here. The problem I see with this, even working to get to the 2, is this 3. But the 3 continues on and on all the way till death do us part kind of thing. So the 3s go on and on and on. But you also have 2, 2, 2 in the one reading. You have 3 lots of 2 sitting at the top, and 2 7s, which is very spiritual. So I feel that you were meant to meet this person, Mama B. Yeah, I've got his numbers there. 1, 7, and 5 is 10th, 16th. 16th of October 1967. That's 175. Yeah, I've got the right numbers here. This is where you're having a problem with this person. The 3. The 3 is annoying. The 3 is exes still being involved. Your exes still being in the picture. Like if this Michael guy knocked on your door tomorrow and said, come with me, let's run away together, I think that you would just forget about this person altogether. And the same with him. I feel that if somebody comes into his path, he just will forget about your side of things as well. So I don't like this 3 when we're looking at 2 people together. I don't like it sitting there, and especially 3, 3, 3 all the way down. It's not a good thing. Whose numbers are they? It is his numbers, 175. Because you've got 10, 16, 19, 67, which is a 1, added to there, which is a 7. 7 and 7 is 14, which is 5. So that becomes a 5. That becomes a 7, and that becomes a 1. 175, 175. Whatever that date is, if that's not Diego, whoever that is, that's what those numbers are that I've used. So we get rid of Quan. You said it's not Quan. Yeah, so anyway, that's the numbers I'm working with. So whoever those numbers are, that's what his numbers come out to be, 175. That's how you work it out, Mama B. So you, like 1993, let's say. 1 and 9 is 10, which is a 1. Then you add that 1 to that 9. 1 and 9 is 10, so it's a 1 again. Then you add the 1 to the 3 on the end, you end up with a 4. So 1993 is a 4. 1995 is a 6. That's how it works. So 1967 is a 5. Okay, so that's how it works. Anyway, this is screaming at me because it's sitting in the negative section. If this 3 was in the top, if you had 333 at the top, that would be sex, fun, babies, fertility, you know, family. But when it's like that, it can be family interfering, children interfering, parents interfering, and third parties interfering over and over and over again. Okay, so that's how it all works. And I really don't like that 0 sitting there either. So if you did stay together, secrets would start happening. You might have somebody you're talking to. He might have somebody he's talking to. Like, I just see it going around and around. But I do see you could have a lot of fun together. I do see you could talk about a future. I do see you could move and do things together. You could go to some sort of club that you like together, be involved in some sort of music thing together. It's as good as a possibly like a friendship kind of thing. But I just feel other people would not help to make this work. They'd actually make it worse. And the 9 is something that's over. 9 can be where you or him want to say, this is how the relationship's going to be. I don't care how you want it. This is how I want it. But 9s can be obsession as well. It can be where he gets obsessed with you, you get obsessed with him, you get obsessed with the whole thing. So 9s don't always look good. But if you were working together and doing a business, the thing I'm seeing that's missing is 8, which is money. There's no money in this togetherness. Anyway, Mama B, that's another look at that. I don't know how I ended up with that number. I'm wondering whether all the numbers I did for you, did I use the right numbers in the past? You'd have to go back over the other readings to make sure that I didn't do 1994 before. No, I did 1995 when I looked at you and Quan. I've got 1995 there. There's Quan there. So Quan was a 425. And he is a 175. So they've both got a 5 in the future with you. But Quan's numbers were better because you've actually had 246. All right. Anyway, let's get back to our freebie list because it doesn't look like anyone's paid as yet. All right, so where are we going with this? I'm Pretty and Alexandra. I'm just going to have a drink. Just got to go bathroom. Have a drink first. I'll be back in a sec. Can we get I'm Pretty's yes and no question, Mama B, and Alexandra's yes and no question? All right. Ninth of September, that makes somebody a Virgo that you're asking. Will you be engaged soon? If you're talking about the 9th of September there, I'm pretty. You're talking about somebody that is a Virgo star sign. All right, so I'm pretty. Your question is, will you be engaged soon? You are a Scorpio. I'm assuming you've got the person that you're with and you're hoping for engagement between you and this person. The Virgo that you're talking about. Scorpios and Virgos apparently are a pretty good match, the same as any water sign. Virgos and water signs are pretty good. They can be a bit harsh on water signs though, because water signs are emotional. They can be cold and harsh at times with their water signs. All right, here we go. Alexandra's not talking now. Oh, okay, no problems. We'll come back to her if she comes back. Oh, we'll just skip her now. Oh, Alexandra, she's there. She did post. Yeah, I thought she posted. I've seen her question before. Will I'm pretty the Scorpio. Will the Scorpio be engaged soon? Oh, you just want to engage. You don't have a person. You want to know if you're going to end up being engaged. Okay, will I'm pretty the Scorpio. Will she end up engaged in the future? Well, I'm pretty the Scorpio. Will she end up getting engaged in the future? You need to have a person. Oh dear. Yes, you will. You'll be engaged to somebody with a bit of money. This is somebody that's got the money. It can be somebody that works as a doctor or in healing, a specialist, a nurse, something like that. But this is usually somebody that's got some money. Or they might have a family with money, things like that. It's normally your boss or a work colleague or something like that. We have another money card here. It's also a positive yes. So I do feel that this is something to do with an engagement to somebody that actually has quite a bit of money. And here, this is the love and happiness. So your answer is yes. I'm sure that makes you nice and happy. When, I don't know, because we're not doing that kind of question. All right, Rinta me. That's I'm pretty. Rinta me. Where's all the donators at the moment? I was taking a risk coming on a bit earlier today. Normally I've been starting to come on later. So hopefully now is the time when people come in that are going to start doing the money roll, because I'm starting to get tired already. Okay, Rinta, will I get a job next month? I am a Scorpio. Rinta wants to know. Will she get a job next month when got another Scorpio? Rinta is a Scorpio. Will Rinta be getting a job next month? You're talking about December. There's a lot of jobs going in December, especially if you're in the hospitality area. People travel in December, people have Christmas get-togethers and all of this sort of stuff, you know. Travel and hospitality is probably when we haven't got that dreaded lurgy bug going around the world, but it's usually the best time for people in those fields. Here we go. Will Rinta the Scorpio get a job next month? There's her question there. Will Ivan and I be sexually compatible? Okay, this is a yes. You may get the job through a good family or friend person. So family or friends got something to do with the work. The job could also be working with families for some reason. There's something to do with romance coming out in your reading, but that's just usually you're happy. You know, the door to happiness is open. You've got the job. You're going to be using your mind. So you've got 3 positive cards here. I'd have to say that you will be getting some sort of job. As I said, it may be something through family or friendship, or maybe working with families. But there's a lot of things to do with using mental ability within whatever this job is. So you're going to be under the pump with your mind, working out with your brain. Your brain's going to be getting a workout with whatever it is you're doing. But I'm going to give you a yes on that, Rinta. So you'll have to come back and let me know if you got the job. Okay, so Alexandra. Okay, what is happening with the donations? So I've only... Why is that thing going off? I must have reset it. Let me just check what's going on with the donations today. Because I did pretty well yesterday, yeah, my target for the day, it's still the same as what it normally is, my target, Mama B, but because I did so well yesterday, I don't have to... I need about 3 detailed readings or 6 minis. It sounds like a lot. Or even 2 detailed readings and 4 minis or 2 detailed readings will get me to my desired thing. So hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully someone comes online and we get some donations flowing again. I think she did post a yes and no, didn't she? She asked if her and somebody else were sexually compatible. Would Ivan and I be sexually compatible? That is a yes or no, I think. All right, here we go. Will Ivan and Alexandra be sexually compatible? Will Ivan and Alexandra be sexually compatible? It's yes or no. It's all right. Will Ivan and Alexandra be sexually compatible? Thank you, Nadia. Thank you for getting the ball rolling again. Nadia's paid for a mini read. Okay, a mini read for Nadia. We have a newbie paying. I like it. Okay, Nadia, you'll be next. Are you compatible? I feel there might be some jealousy there, but yes, yous are. We have a caring connection between 2 people. We have some sort of balance there. Just be careful of some sort of jealousy feeling, or whether Ivan's being truthful with you or something like that. It can be deception on your part or his part. But yeah, your main question, are you 2 sexually compatible? Yes. I think pretty much everybody's compatible in some way with somebody else sexually. That's just my opinion. Whether you like each other that way is a different question. But yeah, you have caring connection. You have a balance that would happen there. You probably like the same sort of things, like the same sort of taste, smell, all that sort of stuff. But just be wary of deceiving yourself or him being deceitful to you. All right, Nadia, let me just go and check PayPal. Okay, Nadia. This is for a mini. How does my employer feel about my work now? Okay, Nadia. Let's set the clock. And you'll get a yes and no at the end of this, Nadia. You don't have to type your yes and no on the screen if you don't want to. Just think about it when I get there. All right, here we go for Nadia. How does Nadia, her employer, feel about her work? How does Nadia feel about her work right now? How does Nadia's boss, employer, feel about Nadia's work right now? N-A-D-I-A. And for your manager, we're just gonna, your employer, we're just gonna put 6 cards down. Okay. So up here, we have more than one employer here. So I don't know if there's 2 bosses or somebody that's just underneath your employer. But we've got two of them here, and they're feeling like you're pretty balanced. They may be one of them, there's something to do with you being offered some extra kind of work or something like that. They may also feel that, I don't know if you need certificates for what you're doing or you need some sort of contract signed or something. There's some sort of paperwork that needs to be sorted out, but yeah, generally speaking, they think that you're a balanced worker, that you could rise higher in what you're doing, but you would need to learn something to get there. And there are two of them. Okay, thank you. One of them's coming across as a real family type feeling of person. The other one is very cold and sharp, and this is how it's got to be. They sometimes don't agree about you and what you do or what your duties are, but both of them agree that you are a good worker. Down here with the employers, we have basically where you're doing more work than what you're getting paid for. So I don't know if one of them wants to give you more money and the other one's saying no, the money's fine. But it's like somebody wants to give you a pay rise, but the other person is not in agreement about that. But yeah, there is a concern about your well-being and stuff as well. So there's something to do with your future, your home, and your balance, your well-being there. But they both see that you possibly work more than you need to. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Just an example, my sister, her shift probably was 9 till 5. She was always there 8 till 7, you know what I mean? But she would do that to help or things like that. So that sort of thing. There's a bit of a discrepancy between the two people of how they feel about. One of them feels that you're the person for the job, that you could be doing something more, you should be getting more money. The other one's feeling that, no, I don't think so, and I think that she needs to go and learn X, Y, Z. Yeah, so there's a differing opinion between the two of them. I'm not sure which one's coming from where and why. The double tens is usually about property or people's belongings or something of value. But this looks more personal to me for some reason. I feel like one is like a mother-father figure. Like I said, a family feel from one of them and a more cold feel from the other person is coming there. So let's just see what else we get for you. How does Nadia's employers feel about her work? How does Nadia's employers feel about her work? See, working hard. One of them feel that there's a bit of a stubbornness or something to change something. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, sorry about that. Bless me. I do that every time in this room. You should see my hubby yesterday, sneeze, 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 and his eyes, he looked like he was crying all day. His eyes were terrible. This can be forced changes around your job. One is MB, he is for the department. The other is like my... Okay. MB. Yeah, so this here, to me, Seven of Wands is Seven of Clubs. This is some changes that are coming in or have already happened. It's a forced change for you. It can be where you were supposed to be doing ABC for the next 5 years, due to the economy, due to the changes in rules, whatever. ABC has now become EFG. You know what I mean? Like, it's still the same job, but there's forced needs of change here. They do feel you're growing in strength with what you do, that you are good at what you do. but there's something to do with patience. So I don't know whether they're one of them saying that you need more patience and time, and the other one's running out of patience and time, or whether you yourself. I don't know what the patience thing is sitting here, so we'll just clarify. The reading is done. Just think about your yes and no. We'll be doing one yes or no question for you at the end of this. I just want more information on these three cards here. Please, more information about her employers and this job. You could reach to the top and there could be an opportunity to do something different. As time progresses, you will be starting to see the benefits here. They see you. I feel like there's, both of them know that you're a good worker, know that you're capable of more. One of them feels that you might need a different certificate, you might need a bit more learning or something, and a bit more patience is needed from one of them or from you. But they do see you rising to the top level of whatever it is you do. There is a new beginning around the corner, maybe a new option there, and starting something new is coming in as well. You just got to go with the punches here, because this is where you're standing your ground about something. It can be where you're holding on to a past way of thinking, or they are holding on to a past way. So if you've came in and taken somebody else's job, one of them is quite happy that you're there and the other one's still missing the person that used to be in the job. Something like that. Anyway, that's what I'm getting about that. But they do both see that you're a hard worker and that you're trying your best. But there's some sort of concern for your well-being there. Someone's concerned about your own, like it could be your physical well-being, your mental well-being, your home life. I'm not too sure. All right, let's do yes and no to finish this off. Okay, so you don't have to post your yes and no question. Just think about it in your mind if you don't want to post it. Okay, so we're doing a yes and no that way. Okay, does the Cancer love you romantically anymore? Nadia wants to know, does her Cancer person, does that person love her still? Feel romantic love for her still? Thank you, Meh. I'll go check that in a sec. This is yes. They not only have romantic love for you, they desire. This is the card of desire, sexual desire. They might look at you from time to time when you're not even noticing, and they'll feel this rush, this sexual kind of rush here. This is somebody loyal and true. Somebody wants to be by your side no matter what. They're actually opposite kind of energies, and that's what they like. And this is sometimes I want to go back to the beginning. They want to have that new beginning again. So I feel sometimes you may give them a surge of that romantic kind of love, and other times it's a committed kind of love. Okay, it's just a day in, day out kind of, we're there for each other, we support each other. But there is a desire card coming out, and there is this newness as well. I don't know if you have children with your romantic partner, but that can represent fertility and children as well. Alrighty, so your answer is yes, by the way. Your answer is yes. Thank you, Nadia. Okay, so Meh, you said that you did a payment, did you? Let me go and have a look. Okay, I'm nearly at my target already, which is great. Haven't seen James today, but James did do 3 payments yesterday, so he might not come on today. Okay, Meh, you don't like me saying your name on camera, so we won't say your real name. We'll use your star sign, which I think is Capricorn. Yes, Capricorn. Meh, when will things get better for me at Cosmo School? Cosmetology, is it? Meh. And we did Alexandra, didn't we? She asked about that sexual question. We did Rinta. Okay, so on the free list, we should have Susie, Leanne, and Charlie, and possibly some newbies here. Mira, light worker, and beautiful something. Or was it beautiful light worker? I can't remember what it was now. We've got another payment coming in. I'm not going to say the name until they say their own name up there on the screen, in case they're using something different online. Let me just quickly view the details. So, Meh, you paid for a Mini. And this one has paid for a full detailed reading. Detailed reading for, I don't want to say the name. Oh, it's Lucretia. Lucretia. Yeah, I didn't want to say the name because online it's something else. It's just Lucretia. In case somebody tried to steal your reading, Lucretia. That's happened in the past. Okay, so you've paid for a detailed reading. Thank you so much. Okay, I've reached my target now. So anything else that comes in is a little bonus for me. It stops me having to come on another day, which is great. All right, so let's get on with me. Again, your question was, when will things start to pick up? When will things get better? With Cosmo's Call. And this was a mini, wasn't it? Okay. When will things get better? I'm just going to say your name and Capricorn. When will things get better for her? How will things progress? I'm just going to see how things will progress. We'll put your name down 3 times and we'll see how it's going. Oh, I'll put it down twice because we're doing a mini, and 3 times will be too detailed, take too long. Okay, there's some ups and downs continuing on. This is you starting to feel a bit more settled. There is somebody offering you help here. Somebody that understands where you're at and understands your kind of learning. Just because somebody's a teacher doesn't mean they're good at it. There are teachers that can get on board with a certain learning style of their students, and there's other teachers that they teach it their way, and the students don't really, some of them just don't catch on. So I do feel there is somebody that can help you with different things, because this is like a mothering energy I'm feeling over here, but at the same time it's where you're enjoying what you're doing. I do feel sometimes you overstress yourself and you don't have the confidence in certain things, and you start to doubt your abilities with what you're doing. There is something returning to the past here as well, and just going a little bit more easy on yourself. I do see a non-understanding going on here. This is where you're in the dark about what you're supposed to do. This is where you're full frontal of this is what it is. So this is knowing, this is not knowing. But it's not severe. It's not a spade. You asked when would things start to feel better? When will things start to pick up for you? I'd say a period of 6, because you've got double 6s here. So I think that you're going to have on and off things going on. Some days when you go to class and you do your thing, it's going to feel really good, and you're going to come home and go, today I did really well. Other times you're going to go there and you're just really not going to get it. It's not going to feel the way it should. I feel that you may branch into something else that's linked to what you're doing. So, for example, I went to a podiatrist once for my feet, and she was very young, very pretty looking, and she actually used to be a beauty therapist. And because she was doing pedicures and things like that, she had this thing about going into podiatry. And now she makes a hell of a lot of money doing that. So there could be where you do this for now, but you're going to go into something else. Also down here, I do feel that this is you trying to learn, and this is you not getting enough sleep, or maybe you're hanging out too much with your friends, or maybe you got, let's say if you've got a relationship problem going on, or a friendship problem going on, or something going on at home, somebody's not well, somebody's angry, whatever. It's impacting when you go and do this Cosmo thing. You know, it's impacting on your life. Breathe a sigh of relief. This is you where you're not too sure whether you really want to do this anymore. And then this is you going on a totally new journey down the track. So I feel like you're going to give it, like, this could be 6 months where you're going to be up and down with things, and then you may get some information about a total different change and you want to go in a different journey here. I'm not going to lie, it's not going to get easy like that. It's not going to get great overnight. But whenever it does feel good, like if we flip that and we remove these, this is really good energy. This is somebody very happy. Something's missing though. It's like you're in two minds about what you're doing. So I feel going into next year, you may start to branch out and find out information about doing something else that's linked somehow to what you're doing right now. It may be where you get introduced to some client or something and they want you to come and do whatever for them or work for them. And through that, something else happens. Something else comes into view. This here I just feel is self-doubt. And this is doubting your abilities or not. Whenever you do something well, really pump yourself up about that. Enjoy that. Celebrate that. If something doesn't feel like it's going the right way, don't get all down about it and don't sleep. This is somebody not sleeping, stressing, getting frustrated and angry about things just not going the way they wanted, and then saying, oh, look, I'm not interested in this anymore. And this is where you start to contemplate, I'm not going to do this anymore. We'll just do, we haven't got time to do them. We'll just do, I just want 3 more clarifiers on this. Show me, will things start to get easier next year for me on this journey with what she's doing? Yeah, it looks like you're going to look at something different. This is where a little bit of workload doubling, but it's not a lot. It does look like you're going to lose the interest and drive for some reason and start to want to do something else for some reason. It could have something to do with a father figure. It can even be, this could be a teacher or that, but I feel like this is somebody that's supposed to support you and be there, and something might be going wrong. I just feel like there might be a personal matter interfering with your journey, with what you're doing, what you're studying and working towards. That's what we're getting there for you right now. Is it going to get easier? Is it going to get better? I do feel there's going to be times where it feels a lot better, and there's going to be times where you're just beating your own self up about what's going on. But I also feel, like I said, there's a link between what's going on there and what's going on in your head and your personal life at the same time that interferes with your journey. So if you're really happy in life in general, class and what you're doing is going to be great. If you're really unhappy in your life with whatever's going on, then the work and stuff's not going to go well. So it's a very fine edge that you're walking on there. All right. But there were some bonuses in there. There were some good things. And when you don't understand something, go to somebody that does and ask for help. I feel like you might be fearful about asking for help for some reason. Okay, so let's just do your one yes or no, and then we're on to Lucretia. Okay. So Meh has a question in her mind. Is it yes or no? And plus give me some messages for what's happening. Meh has a question in her mind. Is it yes or no? Plus some messages to finish this reading. Love Light, a little bit too late today. You can have a paid reading if you've got the money. $6 US, $11 US over at PayPal. Meh, the answer to your question is a maybe yes. The reason I say maybe yes is we got 2 yes cards and we got a no card sitting over here. I feel somebody, this can be self-sabotaging, or it can be somebody that makes you feel like crap. Somebody getting in your business. This over here is you going on a new beginning, a new journey. This is feeling very contented, very happy, very family kind of feel here, lovey kind of feel. It can be about pregnancy and babies as well. Totally new, different journey. This over here can be toxic. It can be toxic energy. It can be being in the wrong crowd, the wrong people. It can be somebody trying to ruin your journey, or it can be you self-sabotaging your own journey as well. Bottom of the deck, we have some offer coming your way. It's going to be good. I'd say yes to whatever this offer is. There's something coming your way. It could be job, could be love, could be friendship. There's something coming your way that's going to make you happy. You've got to work out what this is. Is this a person or is this your own mind? Because this is toxic, it's sabotaging, it's someone trying to ruin something, because this is nice energy, this is negative energy. So the answer to your question is really, it's more of a yes than a no. The no is sitting there, but at the bottom of the deck, if we use that, this is yes, yes, yes. So there's some little niggling issue. All right, so we have, thank you so much, Meh. All right, Lucretia, let's go and look at your payment and see if we got a question there. No other payments have come in. Okay, Lucretia, it just says a reading on here. Lucretia, have we got a question for you? 14 Australian. Let me just check what. Oh, hang on, is that Australian dollars or not? Yes, it is. Let's just put 15 on here. 11. Oh, it must have taken $1.50 off it for the changeover. They didn't used to do that. That kind of pees me off that they're doing that. Anyway, Lucretia, you are up. We have a super chat. Haven't seen a super chat since last week. Raymond's current feelings towards me at the party. Ramanda, is it Ramanda? Ramadana, the US dollars, it's $7 for a mini read when you're using Super Chat. Super Chats are $7 and $14 because they take a third of the money. PayPal is $6 and $11 because they don't take a third of the money. They take about 10% instead of 29%. So anyway, Ramadana. So we'll put that down as a mini read for you today. Mini detailed numerology. All right, and Brenda, that was a numerology, wasn't it? Numerology. All right, so Lucretia, have we got your question? I'm just going to take a bite of this thing here. Lucretia, you want to know if you're going to be in a relationship this year. Are you talking about, like, we've only got 1 month to go, 2022, or going into next year? Because you haven't got long. Haven't got long. Anyway, we'll have a look about romance around you. I'll just chew this and swallow it, and then I'll do your reading. Ramadana. Ramadana? Is that how you say it? Oh, okay, going into next year. All right, here we go. At least we're not putting a real fine time frame on this. Lucretia. It's spelt really differently because there is an Italian name, Lucretia, and it's spelt totally different. Like, it doesn't even look like it sounds like Lucretia. I think it's L-U-C-R. It's got a Z in there or something. Anyway, Lucretia wants to know, will she be in a romantic relationship by early next year? Going into the end of this year, into next year. Is there romance coming towards Lucretia? Here we go. Hey there, Gypsy, welcome back. L-E-C-R-E-S-I-O. There's definitely a sexual attraction going on, possibly in the next 6 weeks. There's a connection that happens. You're with some other female. a good friend and you go somewhere and then there's a connection happens. See the double aces? I think January. I think January of the two aces sitting here, ace, ace. This is time frame, and you've got 6, 6. So I'm thinking 6 weeks. 6 weeks, would it be January? Maybe the last week of December, going into January. That's where I feel, if we look in time frames, time is very fluid with these type of readings. So when I see January and June, it could be a year away, another year, like 2024 January, and it starts in June next year, and then by January the following year it's very solid. So I wouldn't take too much to heart about what dates I'm seeing here, but it definitely looks like there is a soulmate connection that's going to happen that starts with sexual energy, and this person's looking at you and with eyes of, wow, I really like this person, I want to get to know this person, she looks pretty damn good to me. I do feel it's something possibly to do with work. Depending on what kind of work you do, if you work anything to do with medical and stuff, because we've got medical sitting over here, it can be that you come into contact with this person through some sort of medical thing. Let me just see some more on this. Show me Lucretia and love life going from the rest of this year up to early next year, please. First 4 months of next year, as well as the rest of this year. Love life for Lucretia. Is that enough? L-E. Okay. Okay, so this is the beginning of it. Friendship, sex, fun, going out places. Now, you may have a very different opinion about religion or politics, or your views on something, or he might be a meat eater and you're a vegetarian. There's some sort of major thing that's very different between the two of you, but I think that's what attracts the two of you together. There's something very opposite, but it attracts the two of you. So it's like a very unlikely kind of pairing, what I'm seeing here. If it survives and it keeps progressing, it's showing up of you two being quite solid in this relationship. This is making changes together, talking about moving closer together. The 7 could represent either a major difference between the two of you, or that you live very far apart. This would show me that in time, the relationship yous would move closer together. So either he'd pack up and move to be closer to you, or you'd pack up and move to be closer to him. So there's that sort of energy there. There is a working energy going on again. There's some sort of party celebration coming up where this person and you might come into contact with each other. But you're asking, would you be in a relationship? This is a friendship and fun and communication going on. Could be more than one person, because we've got 2 kings down here. So you might be picking and choosing between 2 people coming up. This will be the winner. This will be the person that matches with you. Now, this could be a water star sign, which would be someone born Pisces, which is March. So March, July, and Scorpio, which is November. So you got Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Could be that star sign. There also may be somebody that's an air sign, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. So they might be the star signs. There's something to do with somebody that might work in something very official, government-like, police, law, military, or even just a government kind of job. The other person would be more hands-on. This could be a builder. It could be somebody that is a family worker. It could be somebody that owns a restaurant, is a chef, all that sort of thing. So you've got very different kind of jobs, very different lifestyles. Even the looks, one would be very dark, one would be very fair. Green eyes, blue eyes, hazel eyes, or dark brown eyes, very dark eyes, black hair, possibly a bald head, picking up on a bald head over the thing. You're a correctional officer. Okay, well, I think the correctional officer person, police, law, whatever, I feel that person is not the one that you want. Because this one over here is you've turned your back on them. You're looking at this one here. So this one's very different. Very different. You might have very different views about the law. You might have very different views about politics or spiritual beliefs or something like that. Someone's very jealous of the connection that's going to happen. So somebody at work might already be trying to be in your space, but I feel that you're going to go on this journey. It's going to happen through somebody else. It's going to happen with a work colleague, or going out with the girls, or going away for the weekend or something. But this is a soulmate connection coming in. This is someone you're meant to be with, somebody that needs to be around you. Okay. So before the buzzer goes off, let me just check the timer. I don't know why the time is not on my watch. No, it's just about to go off. Let's get some of these on here. Show me. It's going to come in through, there's some sort of official invitation coming up for you. It could just be a generalized party. It could be somebody else's wedding, or some baby shower or something. There's something to do with another female, and then you meet this person. And there is a soulmate connection, but there's a friendly, flirty, sexual kind of thing going on to start with. And then if it continues, as I said, this gets pretty damn close here. There's even talks of a commitment in the wings. Show me some more for Lucretia and this commitment coming up, this love connection coming up for her. Show me this love coming into Lucretia's life. It's meant to be. Oh my God, it's meant to be. All right, now, so this is karma, this is fate. This is meant to be, the right time, the right place. When you asked you when would this all be happening, you've got double sixes, double seven, double aces. Now, oh, you've actually got triple aces. Triple aces is, it's going to take a year for this thing to develop, but you're going to come into contact with this person probably January. Because you've got triple aces there. This is meant to happen. This is a match made in heaven. This is something that's meant to come. This is going to be your path. This is your karma. This is where you're meant to be. The sun is there. Now, the sun can represent Leo, but I'm not picking up on Leo. This over here, this 10 of Swords, I don't know if that represents where you work. You said you're a law enforcement correctional officer. This can be a government building, and nothing to do with defeat, because this can be about a defeat kind of feeling. It can mean that the person coming towards you has been through something really tough. It can even represent hospital, jail, school, anything government. It can represent something like that, but it can also represent you're going to come in and this person's going to come out of something that's quite hard. Or it can be around when some bad thing happens and then this thing kicks off. Can someone please donate so I can ask? Queen of Swords, just go to the PayPal and do a donation, or use the super chat button. All right. You need a GoFundMe reading, do you? A GoFundMe reading? Okay, let's just get one more card on this for Lucretia. Wishes coming true on sitting on top of the sun. Oh my God. Go to Psychic Revelation. Look up the sun and the Nine of Cups, and then go to where it says relationships or love or something like that, and have a look at those two. And yeah, they're pretty damn good. Even look at Wheel of Fortune as well. The 10 of Swords, I just think, is either a description of where you've been and this is a relief and this is coming in, or where this person's been, or it could be, as I said, somewhere to do with where you guys work, or where they work, or where you work, or something like that. All right, you get 2 yes and no's because you did a detailed donation. Okay, so this is a detailed reading I've been doing, guys. The detailed readings are $11 US over at PayPal. Unfortunately, if you're using Super Chat, they are $14 US, okay? So after this one, we're doing a mini reading for Ramadana. So Ramadana, Dana, I need your question on the page again so I can read it. Now you get 2 yes and no's, Lucretia. Ramadana, you will get 1 yes and no at the end of your reading. So just think about 2 questions in your mind right now, Lucretia. Let's see what we get. And plus this is just last messages to finish off. Lucretia has 2 questions in her mind. Top 3 cards is her first question, bottom 3 cards is her second question. Here we go. First question, second question. Second question is more of a yes. We'll go with that one first. This is all about putting yourself out there, being noticed, This is sexual attraction, though, leading into loyalty. So I do feel this is going to be a big spark, or a big boom of sexual attraction and love and desire. But it's going to be more than that. It's going to be something else. You might get a little bit lost in the whole thing, but your second question in your mind is a yes. We're going to give you a yes on that one. Your first question's a bit tricky. This is maybe, and this is yes. This is depending on the weather, depending on who's with you, depending on what face you're putting on for the day. This here is you're on this bridge, you're trying to get to that one. So this is a transition phase. So you may have to change something, or somebody else may have to change something with whatever that question was. This over here is put pen to paper, or write that email, or the letter is coming, something is coming, some invitation is coming, or something you've been waiting for is coming, or something it's time to apply. This to me looks like somebody that wants to change their career or something, change where they are, but it's just too hard at the moment. But don't give up, because it's coming. Yes or no, I can't answer it, because we've got yes, we got maybe, and we got maybe. So it's a maybe yes on your first one. Anyway, thank you, Lucretia. Much appreciated for all the donations I'm getting today. All right, let me just check the donations again. Okay, so it's stopped on Lucretia at the moment. So hers was the last one, and we've got Ramadana. Ramadana, where is Ramadana's question? Let me just scroll back and have a look. I'm just going to eat some more of this while I'm waiting. Okay, Ramadana. You get 1 yes and no at the end of this, because you did a mini read. But next time, if you are using the Super Chat button, anybody using the Super Chat button, it's $7 US for a mini, $14 US for a more detailed, longer reading. Only because of the fees and charges on Super Chat. That's the only reason I charge a different price. If you got PayPal, I really appreciate PayPal. PayPal, I get paid instantly. The charges and the fees are lower. Whereas Super Chat, I probably, any payments I receive, like that payment I got today, I don't expect I'll be seeing that payment until January, end of January. Maybe the end of December, maybe not. So yeah, any payments I'm getting on Super Chat at the moment, I probably won't see them till the end of December or the end of January. That's another reason I don't like Super Chat. I was going to turn it off, but some people don't have PayPal. So if you have PayPal in the future, can you please make payments through PayPal? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's set the clock. How does Raymond, is it Raymond? Let me just scroll back. If you're on that free list, I will get to the free list when the payments have stopped. Sometimes I don't get to the free list. That's why it's not guaranteed if you're on that free list. So if you do have that $6 US, I suggest, and you want to not miss out on your reading, please go across to PayPal and do it as soon as possible, because I won't be staying online much longer. I've been online for nearly 2 hours now, and normally that's my limit. Raymond's current feelings towards Ramadana after seeing her at the party. How does Raymond feel about Ramadana right now? R-M-O-N-D. A little bit confused, but there is a desire card here. The big 10 of hearts, that would be the celebration. It's like the 10 of cups, it's all the people together, but it's a lot of love, a lot of emotion. There is some sort of thoughts of, for some reason, he's showing up as the little boy that needs to grow up. And he looks at you as, this is somebody that wants commitment. I don't know how, but it's like where he looked at you and you had a talk or whatever you did. This is like where he knows that you want something very solid. Over here, this is conflicting feelings. This is where somebody, I don't know if you talked to other guys while you were there or whatever at this party, but this can be where somebody feels a bit of jealousy, a bit of envy about things. It can be that some other female knows that he was looking at you or talking to you or whatever, and she's jealous of him. So there's something to do with a jealousy kind of insecure kind of feeling there. This is thinking about the next time, you know, what he wants to do the next time or what he wants to say the next time. So this is thinking about the next time that you two get together. Definitely there is an attraction there with that 10 of hearts. Let's get some more information on this for you, Ramadana. Ramadana. Show me, how does Raymond feel about Ramadana right now after seeing her at the party? How does Raymond feel about Ramadan? Raymond feel about Ramadan? Oh, beautiful heart, you're still here. You were the last one. I added you on the list because you're a newbie. Because normally I don't add more than the 10. Okay, so I don't know if you didn't really come across too strong or whether you were sort of holding back a little bit, because this can be where he wasn't too sure whether you want him there, you don't want him there, or you were feeling like that. Because this is where somebody feels left out or somebody feels like they're not participating properly, or but this is also the 5 of diamonds, 5 of pentacles, same sort of card. So if we look at 5 of diamonds, this would be talking the truth and wanting to say more. He's got a 5 of clubs here. 5 of clubs, it's like where he didn't say what he wanted to say, or he was too shy, or you were too shy. Like there's something unspoken and then something spoken. This here is he's not too sure about what you want or what he wants. The moon can be secrets. He can be wondering whether you got somebody else. He could be wondering about some sort of secret type thing going on. And this is about creating memories, but it can also be talking about the past. So I don't know how long you've known Raymond, or whether this was a first time meeting, or whether this is someone you've known for a while, but this is all about creating memories or memories from the past, but it's both, you know, at the same time. 6 of Cups can also be a love emotion kind of thing. There's something to do with responsibility though. So I don't know if he's got somebody else, or he's just finished with somebody, or you've just finished with somebody, but I feel like there's some sort of conflicting feelings because there's something else that he's responsible for or you're responsible for. It's funny because this usually gives off something to do with male children. You know, like somebody that's got a little boy or just had a little child or something. It's like a family kind of thing giving off as well. Anyway, it's good feelings. It's confused feelings. There is a bit of it can be insecurity or jealousy. You know, oh, she was talking to this person. I'm not good enough because she was talking to this person as well. You know, it can be where he's comparing himself to your ex, or he's comparing himself to people that were there. And it can also be where he's talking to his friends about you and seeing what they think about you as well. So it's that kind of energy. Or you're probably talking to your friends about him as well. All right, so that's that. Thank you for your donation. Now, what I need you to do now is think about a yes or no question. Okay, I was just about to read that wrong question there. That's from Beautiful Heart. Don't be shady, donate for me. The Queen of Swords. Oh, it's worth a try, Queen of Swords. I did actually have somebody that needed a reading, desperately needed a reading about something. It happened a few months ago. And somebody had paid for their reading, and then they heard this person's story and they said, I'm paying for their reading, and they didn't have a reading at all. And so what I ended up doing was I actually did their reading, and then because this other reading, it was a very important kind of question. It wasn't, you know, just something that wasn't a big thing. This was, I think it was something to do with someone that had died or something like that. So one of my other subscribers who comes online regularly, I can't remember who it was now, but she actually donated her money across to this person who, I think they'd lost their child or something. So they actually paid for their reading, and but because of her good nature, I did the reading for the other person that she donated it, and then I still did a reading for the person that donated the money. So that's what I did. I didn't do a big long reading for the other person, but I still did a little bit for them. Anyway, let's just finish this off for Ramadana. Thank you for coming. A yes or no question plus the last three cards, last few messages. Here we go, Ramadana. And then we're back to the free list. Beautiful Heart, you will get your question done. So we'll get you up soon. But the Queen person, what is it? Was it the Queen of Swords, was it? Queen of Swords been asking for someone to pay or something. Did you remove it, Mama B? It's okay. Your answer is yes, Ramadana. Look at this. We have the card that represents the soulmates, the twin flames, together forever kind of energy. We have the reaching for the stars, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes coming true. And we have the building the foundations for the future. So your last three messages are very positive, very beautiful, whether they're about a relationship or a job or a career path or health and well-being. These are really, really good cards out of the deck. But you get a yes, yes, yes. Yes is right there. What's at the bottom? At the bottom, you've got a spiritual energy around you, somebody that's in spirit trying to connect with you at the moment. We might look at that another time. All right, now we're back to the free list, are we? We've done all of the readings now. All right. Well, I'm going to turn everything off, Mama B. We'll work through what's left on this free list. I only wanted to do the 10 frees. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done 5 so far. We've got Susie, Leanne, and Charlie. That would be 9. And beautiful, what's her name there? Yes, I'm still doing donations, James. I was just about to turn everything off. It's been a little bit slow compared to normal, but it has been, what did we have? We had 1, 2, 3, we had 4 new donating people today, which was great. We had 2 that have donated in the past, but yeah, we had 4 newbies today, which is really, really good for the channel. I'm just looking here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we will do who I've got here on the list if they're all here. It's only 1 extra. Okay, so let me just, what do we got there? We got Leanne and Anjali and Mira. Leanne, Anjali and Mira. Did Susie disappear, did she? Because we had Susie, light worker something. Light worker, there was 3 names. I only wrote down light worker, and then there was beautiful something. Beautiful heart. Beautiful heart. Beautiful heart, you will get a reading. If Susie has left and the Queen of Swords is still here, I will do the Queen of Swords' reading, but it's just a yes or no. Okay, if they're wanting that donation reading, they're going to have to either get the donation happening or whatever. Hola, hello, how are you? No español, no comprehend. Yeah, pudo preganta, pudo preganta. I don't know what that means, but anyway, hello, how are you? All right, so we're doing back to the yes or no's, aren't we? All right, Leanne. Oh gosh, you and this EMAD, my God, you've been coming to my channel since 2020, asking about EMAD, and we're at the end of 2022. 2 years you've been asking about EMAD. When is the universe going to bring you two together? Anyway, will EMAD come back to Leanne? I hope for your sake, Leanne, that you and EMAD get together and run happily ever after into the sunset. Will EMAD come to Leanne? Will EMAD come back to Leanne? Don't worry, I know somebody who has waited for her dream person to reconnect with her for over 30 years. She has waited over 30 years. She keeps telling me that she wasn't waiting anymore, but I know in her heart that she is joined to that person at the hip, and if he turned up on her doorstep, she would be the happiest person in the world. But anyway, Leanne, is he coming towards you? Balance, balance, which is maybe, and then the door to the spirit. If the spirit decides that he's meant to be in your life and it's meant to be part of your path, it will happen. Because this is a yes over here. These cards do lean towards yes, depending on what the other cards are. Bottom of the deck is balance as well. So it's all to do with balancing your life. So he might be working hard on his job at the moment, has no time for love. Once he's finished and got to where he needs to be within his work, maybe then he'll open the door to love. But is he coming back towards you? I think if spirit wishes it and you're really manifesting it, and at the moment it is the new moon. So for those of you who haven't done it before, look up new moon manifestation and get it happening. Write down what it is you want. Say it, believe it, burn your candles, burn sage, whatever it is you need to do. For me personally, I like to write them down, get down to the beach if I can, and throw my desires, my intentions into the water and wait for them to happen. And you know what? I had, as with New Moon over the last 2 years, one of them that took quite a while. It's taken 2 years for it to happen. It finally happened. I am so relieved. But yeah, Leanne, it does look likely that this person, if spirit permits, if spirit feels that this is your journey, they will bring good old EMAD into the picture. Okay, so that is Leanne. James, I'll get to your payment in a sec. I just want to do these. So James, can we get your questions up on the board? Let me just check what you paid. Did you pay for 1 or 2 minis, or what did we do today? 2 minis. 2 minis for James. Thanks, James. I can always rely on you, James. 2 mini. 2 mini or 1 detailed, it's up to you. Oh, and I want to do the numbers on you and your grandmother. It was going to be a demo. I was going to do it this morning, but you weren't here. So yeah, what I might do is, well, it doesn't matter. I could do it today as well. We could chuck that in there. All right. The second question is for Anjali. Is Anjali going to meet her soulmate soon? Is Anjali's soulmate going to meet her soulmate soon? Is Anjali going to meet her soulmate soon? Is Anjali going to meet her soulmate soon? There's your caring connection. There's your soulmate. That's yes. There's you as the money woman, and there's you as the thinking woman. You need to think this person, manifest them into your life. So if you want this person to have black hair, blonde hair, you want this person to be tall, short, you want this person to love the beach or like eating seafood or like traveling, whatever this person is, just manifest this person into your life, Anjali. But it does look likely, yes. Possibly through women for some reason. It could be through work. It could be, because this could be a boss. This could be a teacher. Could be through some sort of learning. So if you go and do a class, Anjali, you might meet the love of your life in that class. If you get some sort of new job, new journey, it may be through work that you meet somebody. But it does look likely that you're going to meet somebody. It's going to come into your life. Ramadana, you've paid with Super Chat again. Thank you for the 7 this time. James, who else do we have for the mini mirror? Are you going to get engaged next year? Will Mira get engaged next year? I'm just doing these, so I'm finished the freebies. Will Mira be engaged next year? Will Mira be engaged next year? Probably no. Probably no. This is, you'll be talking to someone, you'll be working it all out. This is a no, that it's just not, timing is wrong, and this is waiting for balance. This is maybe, this is yes, this is no. So it's not answering the question, which tells me that you probably will be talking about it, but you've got to wait for something to come into balance, and you're going to be wanting it too quick. You know, you're going to be wanting this thing to happen too quickly. But there will be talks about it. So I don't feel that the actual engagement thing will happen too soon. But don't forget, these readings only go for, like, to me, these readings are like from 1 month to 3 months. So in 3 months' time, we could ask that question again, and then it will be a yes. So it's sort of like it's not all the way through next year. Okay? But I do see talks about the whole getting engaged and everything. And then we had Beautiful Heart. And then we're done, are we? Leanne, Anjali, Mira, Beautiful Heart. That's it for the free list, yes. Beautiful Heart. Is Aries hiding anything from me? You are Capricorn. The Capricorn wants to know if the Aries is hiding something from her. The Capricorn would like to know if the Aries is hiding something from her. Okay, have we got James's questions ready? Yes and no. Yes and no about this person hiding something from you. They could be hiding their desires and their love for you. They could be hiding how much they feel, because this is an emotional card. This is about somebody loving somebody. This is spiritual messages and things and desires in the future and what's meant to happen. This here could be they're hiding their anger at times. They're hiding that they just don't want to say anything because they know that it will make you angry or make them angry. So I feel like your Aries person at times hides some type of hostile kind of feeling. But I also feel they might not totally express how they feel in regards to love, so that might be hidden. And their beliefs or their fears could be hidden as well. I don't think it's a negative thing though, apart from the hostility. I think at times they just hide how they feel about something because they know it'll make you angry or make them angry. That's what I'm getting there. All right, let me just scroll back. What's happening with James? James, we'll get to yours. Oh, I'll need your mum's star sign or her first name, Ramadana. For me, doing that kind of thing, that's usually where it takes me a bit of time to do a connection. But if you can give me her first name, I'd really appreciate it, or her star sign, or when she was born, sort of thing, what month she was born. We'll just see, because I've got to try and connect and talk. Forecast on my health and wellness. Should I link up with my old mentor, psychic medium Sandy, to help me launch my own business in the coming? Is that the 2 questions? your own health, on your own forecast on my health and wellness. Okay, so looking forward at your health and well-being. And then your second thing is about linking up. How will that go if you link up with Sandy? Because I did see a female helping you. You've never mentioned this Sandy person. I like the name, especially being, you know, the whole Grease movie and Sandy and you're in America and what was it, Sandy and Danny? Sandy and Danny. All right, so James, 2 minis. Okay, here we go, James. James wants to know, show me James's health over the coming months. How will things go for James over the coming months with his health? How will things go for James in the coming months with his health? Be careful about not leaning into something, James, and hurting yourself on your left side bottom rib area. So if there's something where you always back up into it and it sticks in your back there, be careful about that, because as soon as I was asking about your health and well-being, I seen you going, like this and moving backwards and something getting you in the back there. So just be careful about that, or standing up underneath something and hitting your back on it. But it's not so much your back, it's the bottom of your lung on your left-hand side. But it's not your lungs. It's nothing to do with your lungs. It's more to do with muscular or rib pain or something. Okay. Show me James. Now, I did just ask for that lady's name, so I may have been picking up on something with her as well. So we'll get there in a minute. James and his health and well-being. Balance issue, pelvic area, digestive system, but double eights, James. This is the best card you can get for health. Double eights is like the right medicine, the right food, the right treatment, and this is a niggling problem over here, an ongoing niggling problem. The black eight is the wrong kind of medication, okay? This is something that could be causing this problem over here. So this could be a medical procedure, it could be a medication, it could be an injection, it could be a tablet. The other way of looking at it, it can be things like drugs, you know, street drugs, marijuana. It could also be alcohol. Sometimes this can be consuming way too much of something that's really just not right for you. So once you find out what type of exercise you should be doing, what sort of food you should be eating, what sort of drink you should be having, what sort of medication or meditation, all of this sort of stuff, this is really, really good health. This here, I feel, is something hereditary. I feel it's something that goes around in a circle and comes back. So it's like you have a bit of an imbalance going on, and then you suffer with a bit of pain and stuff here and uncomfortable, then things go good for a while. And they go good for a while longer. Then I feel that you slip off the rails, and if you're not meant to eat chocolate, or you're not meant to have creamy foods or spicy foods or something, you end up doing it in a social kind of activity. So you could be with groups of people and they're all eating a particular thing, and you think, oh, if I eat that, I know that I'm going to be sick for the next couple of days, but you want to join in, you don't want to stand out. Or so I do feel like it may be you're coerced by other people. The other people don't suffer with this thing in the bowel, bladder, digestive system. They don't have the same problem. So yeah, I feel that when you're with the crowd of people that understand your needs and everything, that things will be fine. Whenever you're tempted or something comes into the picture, as I said, it can be you could go to the doctor and the doctor says, oh, look, we want to try you on this new medication. At first, it feels like it's great. And then you're like, no, this is causing other problems. Be wary of injury. Like I said, I felt like some sort of pain in the back. And it could start off where you ignore it and you think, oh no, it's nothing, it'll go away. This is showing me that you could be taking painkillers or something like that. The painkillers in turn could cause problems with something else in your body, and it will go around in a circle. So there's something, this is great. This is looking after your health and well-being. And this is where you're putting something into the body or inflicting something on the body, and it's bringing you backwards. And then you get back to great and backwards. So it's like a never-ending circle for you, James, unfortunately. Yeah, so someone's trying you to, telling you, oh, this thing really worked. My friend, she ate broccoli every day, and the broccoli fixed this thing. And then you start doing it, but you start feeling sick. Yeah, don't persevere with that. I'd stop straight away. All right, more information for James. Okay, again, the same sort of thing. This is feeling like you're missing out on something, that your health is just not quite the way you want it. This is strong and vital vitality, very masculine energy, very great, good energy, and running your own show, doing your own thing. This is the opposite again. This is like doing something you know you shouldn't do, basically. Going out and it's 1 o'clock in the morning and you know that, oh, I'm going to suffer for being out so long. Or going out 3 nights in a row and burning the candle at both ends, or working too hard, or not enough time for yourself, not enough time to meditate or to relax or whatever. But as long as you take control of your diet, your well-being, and everything you need to do, if you need to say no to something, you need to say no. I don't know if you get easily swayed by someone else, especially if it's a female and she's saying, "Oh, just try it," or you will suffer if you don't listen to your own body, to your own self. And then you'll come back to square one. But I do see you getting things on track, and I do see you taking control of what you need to do. This can be temptation. It can be some sort of secret underlying thing that you need to get a hold of. But if you do have any common pain that you keep getting, a reoccurring type thing, James, don't let it sit. Go and get it looked at. I remember saying something to Rhonda about looking at something to do with on her back or something like that. I think it was her. And it turned out it was something to do with the digestive system or something. Anyway, yeah, that's the same sort of feeling I'm getting there for you. Okay, James, and if you're typing anything, I'm not reading anything, I'm back where you've posted the message, so I'll come down in a sec. I've just got to read your second one. 1, 2, 3. Just a yes and no, James, and then we'll move on to your should you link up with Sandy to help you in the coming year to get your business off the ground. So she's a psychic medium. Wow. James, yes or no? Question in your mind. Okay, everything's jumping out. Got new beginnings there. Applications. Yes, 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 James. Now, I really, really hope that this is what's coming your way. Look at this. This is you, some sort of conversation going on, maybe online, whatever, connecting with somebody. This is you, your heart's fluttering here. This is key to success and love. And then we have someone with strong desire. And a lot of desire your way. But this is really, really good energy here, James. A big fat yes to whatever it was you were asking. All right. Now, that's my necklaces, if everybody's wondering what they are. We've got the snail fossil thing. We've got a piece of angel crystal quartz. And I always forget what this is. I think it's got a world inside of it. They call it a world inside of a crystal. I can't remember. Rhonda knows what it is. All right, James, let's reset the clock again. And let me just scroll down and see what's going on. So you want to know, should you link up with Sandy about your business? Oh, thank you, Mama B. I didn't realise you've put that down there. Thank you so much. I've just scrolled back down. Okay, and then we're working on Ramadana, and then we're finished, are we, Mama B? I'll just check about PayPal in case somebody else has come in and paid. No. Okay, no more payments for today. Now, guys, I probably won't be back on till next week. Okay, so if you did want a reading and you need to have it now, I suggest that you do the PayPal right now before I close things off. But I am going to go just shut things down. All right, so James, should you work with Sandy? Should you link up with Sandy? Okay. Please show me if James links up with Sandy, the psychic medium. Will this be beneficial for him moving forward with his launching his own business for next year? If James goes and links up with Sandy, the psychic medium, would this help him launch his own business going into next year? James and Sandy, James. That's, don't get alarmed with that big black 10. That's all about a lot of work, but not the same amount of money what you should be getting for the work. And when you start a business, everybody knows that the first year you can either run it at a loss or half of what you thought to get it all up and running and get the customers and stuff. And then it should pick up. But this is showing me a lot of work and teamwork here. There may be differing opinions here. Sandy, Sandy, Sandy. Yes, you should link up with her. She's got some business ideas for you, what would work, what wouldn't work. I do feel there will be different opinions, though, about your level of commitment to what you can offer and what she's expecting. Okay, it may be about the money, that if she decides that you two are going to work in the same place together, that you're going to share the rent, but it might be something like where if you're pulling in $800 a week and she's pulling in $400 a week, well, then she's going to say, well, because my pay is less, either we combine our pay and we halve it down the middle, or I pay half the rent at a lower rate and you pay more, whoever's getting more money. So there could be a discussion that's sort of up and down as far as who's going to earn how much money. Are we going to split the money? Are we going to keep the money? Are we going to design it where people pay for a package deal? Yeah, so I do think it's a profitable adventure. I just feel that there may be maybe a bit of tension for some reason here coming from Sandy's side. She may have got duped in the past, not by you, but by somebody else. She may have been burnt in the past and she's a bit wary about teaming up with somebody. But then I think her apprehensions or her fears are subdued and she's fine with it because she can see that this would work. I see a friendship in the past may have been strained, or there may be somebody that either interferes with your side of things or her side of things, but there could be something to do with, because I believe Patty, she's a massage therapist, and so is Olivia. So there may be a bit of kind of energy coming off somebody else when they see you do this, but your main question, should you link up with her, discuss a business plan going in towards next year, I think this would be a really, really good idea. I do feel that you yourself might have a bit of reservation about it, a bit of fear and worry about what other people would think about it, because you've got spades, diamonds, clubs and hearts, and then you've got worries about the money dropping from 7 to 4, and it's a pretty substantial drop. It's nearly half. So that might be where you're thinking, okay, is it going to be where I charge 120 for this, she charges 120 for that, and then at the end of the day, even if I've done 5 massages and she's only done 2 readings, we're going to halve the whole lot? And is that going to happen all the time? Or is it going to be the reverse way around, where she's making a lot of money and you're not making as much money and you're going to halve the whole lot? So I feel like there's something about whether it's going to be where you keep whatever you earn and she keeps whatever she earns, and everybody pays half each for the rent, the electricity, whatever. But yes, I do think it's a good plan, and Buzz is going. So let's do your yes and no, James, to finish off. And thanks for showing up again today. Much appreciated. Okay. And then I'll turn off everything on the other thing. PayPal, donations, all of that, because it looks like we're finished now. And then we're going to do Ramadana. We're going to have a quick look at that for you. Yes or no for James? And more messages about this connection to Sandy, please. I'm going to take the bottom 3 for more messages about Sandy and you teaming up, and the top 3 will be your question, okay? Okay, your answer is yes. This is stability, growth, and love. This is happy home and contentment and balance. And this is, we've actually got the King and the Queen of Hearts here. This is a really good match. This is a new beginning that's going to go in your favor. So your answer to your question is yes, but your messages are really nice. Now this is more information about you and her. Yous will both reap what you sow, and it would be a nice dream. There is some sort of discrepancy. I don't know if it's about the money, the rent, where the place is going to be, where you're going to do this thing, how many days a week you're going to do this thing. So there's got to be a real nice balance there. But then once you put the efforts in, you will start to see the benefits. So this is more information on yous too, because this is about, like, possibly about the name of the business and what yous want to do. You know, because if it's going to be a joint adventure, not where you're working for her or she's working for you, you need to come up with something totally new for the two of you. All right, thank you, James. Let me just tick those 2 off. And back down to Ramadana. And what have we got with the freebie question? They were all done, weren't they? So it's just you, Mama B. All right, Ramadana, let's have a look for you. Any messages from my mother who passed away? Her name is Susanna Arzu. She was born on the 24th, 1949 in May. All right, so that would make her a Gemini. Yeah, she's gone into Gemini there. Ooh, she must have had like 2 different sides to her. All right. I'm sorry, James, you're a Gemini too. No worry, James, you're very, very welcome. I really appreciate you coming here all the time and having your readings. Like I said, you're like my boss. You're my payer. You and some others that come all the time. All right, here we go, Ramanama. Let me focus on Susanna Azu. Come on, Susanna. What messages have you got for Ramadana? I'm starting to feel something around my eyes. I just need to turn this on. Is this camera on or not? Whoa, it's too big. All right. So when I focus on your mother's name, I'm feeling like a cloud across the eyes. So I don't know if she had some sort of eye thing before she passed, or something to do with the brain as well. It can be foggy feelings, like a type of dementia, but it's not dementia as well. But I am definitely feeling something across the eyes and across the brow with her. She could be telling me about you, if you're getting headaches and things like that, to not muck around with that, or if you're having any problems with eyesight, glasses, things like that as well. Sometimes when they show me that kind of feeling and they go across the eyes, they're trying to show me that they wore glasses as well. And I'm seeing something where she's going like this, and she's putting her hand on the back of her hip and sort of like, you know, and there's something, I don't know if it's a kidney or it's to do with that side of the intestinal tract. It's even like a muscle and a hip thing on the left-hand side of her body at the back. Okay, so... Oh, you don't feel like my boss? I wish you were my boss. I wish you owned a business and I worked for you, and I think it would be great. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's do some more here. Susanna, come on, Susanna. What messages have we got for Ramadana. I'm feeling a dizziness as well as I focus on her name, a dizziness. This can be somebody that had headaches in life. It can also be somebody that, she's showing me all the pelvic area here. I don't know if she lost baby in life or whether you've lost a baby, but this is something to do with the loss of a child or a sibling. Yeah, because we've got something to do with the pelvic area of the body, the ovaries, the uterus, the bowel, the bladder, the lower back, the hips. She's showing me this sort of stuff. She's showing me medical here. I'm feeling a lot of pain in this left side going down my arm and everything, so that can be heart attack and things like that as well. She's trying to show me who she is, who she was, and what happened. Wow. She's saying it's not your fault or something like that. Someone was blaming themselves. We should have known this. We should have done something sooner. We should have known. I'm feeling a sicky feeling as well, but I'm getting a male energy. She's got a male standing right beside her. I don't know if that's your dad or her dad, but she's got a strong male standing right beside her. And she's showing me something to do with sickness. So there's two energies coming through, not just Susanna. There is a male coming through. This male's showing me his hands. So his hands have got like calluses and stuff like that. So he may have worked in the fields, worked on cars, trucks. He may have worked in like a farm type energy. But I'm seeing calluses on his hands where he used his hands to work. This can be plumbers, it can be electrician, it can be a builder. Yeah, there's a lot of male energy around her. So I don't know if she had brothers as well, but it's showing me all of this sort of thing. Just Sass, you can still do a donation. I forgot to turn everything off. Yes, you can still do a donation. More on Susanna. Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on in my head with this, your mum. A lot of stuff at the back of the head now. Sometimes when I get the back of the head, it can be where somebody, either her or this male energy, that they had a fall and they hit the back of their head at some point. It can be a child energy as well. Like I said, there's something to do with child, a baby. I'm hearing baby girl as well. So this is coming up as grandfather child. So I think this is her father and her together. There's a happy, sad kind of energy when it comes to this male, whoever he is. So happy, angry kind of energy as well. So I feel he's quite strong. Your sister's eye is hurting. She had a kidney. Okay. She had a kidney failure. All right. Yeah, that's why I'm getting all of this over here in the side. Pain here in the side. And the eyes thing here. Something at the back of the head, like I said, there's something to do with the back of the head as well. The messages, she's telling you about a celebration that don't feel bad about it or something like that. So maybe it was supposed to be some big birthday coming up or somebody's wedding coming up or somebody having a baby, and she wasn't here, but she's telling you she was here. She might not have been here physically, but spiritually she was here. But it's like she sees that you worry about things too much, and you worry about the money for this and the money for that, and you worry about too many other people, and you need to worry about your own self. She's seeing where you could do something very strong with money in the future, like you could have some sort of managing a business, and she had heart failure. Okay, so that's the chest thing as well. That's why the arm thing. I'm feeling a lot of different aches and pains. I do feel she had a lot of pain in life. Not just physical pain, because I'm feeling aches in the chest, aches down the arm, aches in the back, something to do with the hips and things like this, pains, headaches and things like that. But I also feel she had emotional pain from different people in her life, especially a male that possibly let her down, possibly hurt her in some way. She may be telling me about you as well. Your dad's gone as well. She may be telling me about you, that she knows that you hurt back then, but she's telling you to keep smiling because there's something very happy coming towards you. And don't feel guilty when you're celebrating if she's not there, because she is here. She's here with you. So anyway, the bus is going because this is supposed to be just a very short mini reading. But yeah, she's definitely coming through in a big way. Pay attention to when you're dreaming, because she's trying to get you to listen. There's something she wants you to talk to somebody about. In the past, there's something that's not being talked about. She needs you to talk up. The numbers, she's telling me something about August. So I don't know if somebody was born in August or died in August. So there's something to do with 8, 16 and August. There's also something to do with February, 2, 4 and 22. And there's something to do with 3, 6, 33 and March. So February, March, August, she's telling me about this. So this can be somebody that died, somebody's birthday, and she's saying 3 of us. There's 3 of us. So you said she's there, your dad's there, there's somebody else. There's 3 of us. So there's 3 of us, she's saying. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I've got. That's what I've got. Now, because you've paid for a mini, minis get a yes or no as well. So we'll just do a quick yes or no to end this reading, and some more messages. So I'll do 3 messages from the bottom from your mum, and then we'll do the top is your answer. Okay. Her 2 brothers and her father passed away. Oh, 3 of us. Her 2 brothers and her. Her 2 brothers and her. Okay, that's why the male energy in there. There was bad blood between her and somebody, though. There was some sort of feeling I was getting between her and somebody that's on the other side. But she's telling you it's all okay now. It's all okay. Everybody's friends now. Okay, so Ramadana has a question in her mind, and to her mum, Susanna, if you've got any more messages you want her to hear, please put them at the bottom of the deck. She wants you to check something out. If you've been getting some pain down around the back area here, it can be the lung. She wants you to check that out. And if it's not you, somebody close to you, make sure they check that out. Don't just let it slide. Have that health issue checked by a doctor. Your question. More likely a no than a yes. This is a lot of hard work. This is wait. And this is something that annoys you. So this is a no. This is a yes. And this is with a lot of work, yes. So it's sort of a yes, but there's something annoying coming towards you. Yeah, because that's the rats that spoil things. They ruin things. So that's no. This is when you wait. It could be what you want. This here is about how much effort you got to put in. Okay, so bottom of the deck from your mum. She's watching you. This is the tower. It's not like the tarot deck. The tower in here where somebody's watching you. They're watching your move. They're watching what you do, what your choices are. This is I'm sorry. So I don't know why she's saying sorry, but she's saying I'm sorry about whatever it was. Because that's also a gift of love with the flowers. And she's talking about something lucky here. Something very lucky. Probably lucky that she had you in her life, I'd say, with the flowers and that. But she's watching you. She's watching what you're doing. All right, and that's you, Ramadana. Dana, thank you for joining my room today, and your donations much appreciated. And good luck with everything. I'm just going to turn everything off. Your sister's birthday was in August. Okay. Yeah, usually they show me things to confirm that it's them. You know, dates and times and numbers and months and things like that. Let me just turn all of this off now. Closed. Okay. All right, let me turn, which video is mine? That one. Alrighty. So, what were we up to? All we got now is you, Mama B. Is that it? And we're finished. Someone came in and said they were going to do a payment, didn't they? Who was it that came in? Jasas. Jasas. Did Jasas end up paying or not? Because the other day Jasas paid, and I didn't actually see Jasas's payment till the next day. It just wasn't there. Okay, Jasas has paid for a mini. Okay, so Jasas. Yeah, Jasas has paid. Mama B, I'll do yours. Yeah, Jasas has paid and the question's there. So I'll read their question out and then, but first I'll do yours. Okay, Mama B, does Diego have regrets, guilt for going and having sex with a lady? Probably not, Mama B, probably not, because it's his partner and he's had a child with her, she was there. I'm feeling probably not, but let's see what the cards have to say. How does Diego feel? Does he feel regret or any kind of guilt because of the sex he had behind Mama B's back with Elidi? Yeah, we can do it, James. We can have a look at it. We'll do it. I've just got to do a mini for Jasas. I'm finished with all the free readings after that. We could do it another day, James, because I can use it as a demonstration so people can say, yeah, I want to do a numerology. So will we do it for that? I mean, I could get back online if the hubby doesn't go on Thursday or something to the club and that. I could end up getting online maybe Thursday or something for a while. If he's going later to the club tomorrow, I could get online again tomorrow. So I'll be on earlier tomorrow if I'm going online. I've just got to confirm with him what time we're going out the door to the club, because I go with him to the club. Does he regret it? Sort of, no, and sort of. So sort of no. I think he thinks that she's his ex, she lives there, he felt like it, so why not? This is somebody that thinks, what's the harm? He may have done it out of some sort of, she was angry about something or whatever, so he tried to make things better through sex. He also, you know how I said to you before, if they were doing anything that had something to do with money, we've got a money card here. So it's sort of like he was owed, she was owed, I don't know, because that's about financial problems. So I don't know why money's coming up when we're talking about sex between two people that were in a relationship, living together at the moment, not supposed to be in a relationship, that sort of thing. And then the balance card there, that can be a yes, that he feels guilt. So this is yes, he feels some guilt, maybe kind of feels some guilt, and no, what of it? So he with the angel of balance, it's like, well, you know, this is what I needed to do. So let's just get you two of these. Mama B. Messages for Mama B. Messages for Mama B. Ah, Mama B. Ooh la la. Sun. Your message today, the sun. This is where your eyes are going to be opened in a good way. This is happiness. This is celebration. But guess what's coming along with it for the ride? Some guy, some man, he could possibly work in law. He could work with police, military. He could have a military background family. He could also work like a security guard in a prison. He could work for the government. He could work in a school, not as a teacher, but someone's going to make you very happy. And I do not think it's Diego. It possibly is Quan, maybe not. Yeah, there's something coming towards you that's going to make you very happy. Now, on a totally different note, this could be the study that you're doing, and then this is you doing very, very well and starting to open up the doorways to a different kind of future for yourself. Very nice energy there for you, Mama B. Even though you've been feeling pretty shit because of good old Diego, the a-hole. What did I call him the other day? His drop kick. I know a female that I'm glad's not in the picture anymore. That's a drop kick. That's a tame thing to call this female, this Aquarius female. Yeah, she's a piece of work. Anyway, card for you, Mama B, top and bottom. Yeah, James, we'll do it another day. Okay, we'll do it another day. If I get online this week, which probably I will. It just all depends on my husband's goings on in and out of the house. Mama B, you're being told to look more closely at something. Have a good look at something. Have a good look at your life. What makes you happy? What doesn't make you happy? What are you wanting? You can be investigating people. You can be looking at their social media and stuff, and can mean that somebody's looking you up. Somebody's looking at your social media. Somebody's watching what you do and they're interested. Somebody finds you very desirable, but they also see you as the mother of their children. Because this is a very mothering energy, very loving, very loyal kind of energy. So somebody sees you and they're watching you to see whether you're interested, I think. Anyway, that's what we've got for you, Mama B. So all the readings are done, and we're out of here. Yeah, hopefully I'll be back online before next Monday. Like I said, the hubby, now that he's retired, which I'm so glad about. Yeah, he goes and practices his sport, and I go along with him. And I have been looking for somewhere where I can go live where he's at, and I did try to go live where he was at, and it just didn't work. The connection just wasn't strong enough, and people could hear me, but they couldn't see me, and I couldn't read the cards where I was. So I'm still on the lookout for somewhere where I can go. So I will take my stuff with me. And if the weather's good, and all I need is for it to be still, no wind, and I literally can go to a park and basically sit in the park and do readings. But the club where he goes, I've looked around. There is places on the outdoors, but the outdoor areas, everybody sits there smoking, and I can't handle cigarettes. Oh, Jasass. Okay, Jasass's question is on here. Thank you, Mama B. I totally forgot about Jasass, that Jasass paid. Jasass's question's on here. Jasass is a male Taurus. What are the chances of having a communication with Maja, the female Gemini? Guidance in relation to Maja. Okay, oh, sorry, Jasass. I don't know where you are because you're not talking at the moment, but your reading starts at 2:48 for Jasass. 2:49. 2:49 for Jasass. Jasass, the Taurus, wants to know, is there going to be communication between him and Maja, the Gemini? What should Jasass do about Maja? What should Jasass do about Maja? Yeah, you told me about what you were doing to his phone. Oh my God, you're naughty. That's naughty. Jass. Okay, I'm going to sneeze. Hang on, let me pause this. Oh my gosh. All right, let's start the clock again for Jasass. Okay, Jasass, this is your frustration. So I'm asking, what should you do in relation to getting to communicate with Maja? This is communication with Maja over here, Jasass. Okay, so this is your communication going on. Sorry, Jasass, I can see now you're saying about your reading and everything. I totally forgot, sorry. This is you very frustrated about everything. Things not going the way you want. You need to start putting out the energy out to the universe that I'm going to be sitting down, having a drink with Maja. We're going to talk, we're going to laugh, we're going to have fun. Okay, so every morning when you wake up, you've got to think it into reality. Don't wake up and go, oh, she's not talking to me again, or I'm not going to get to see her when I'm going to. You've got to think that it's there, it's happening, and it's real. Okay, so it's basically like turning a dream that you want into reality. And hopefully, if you put enough manifestation into it, like I did with something I wanted to happen, it took ages. It took 2 years for it to happen, but it happened. And so I feel if you manifest in the right way, try and step away from this negative, oh, it's not going to happen, or I should have said this, I should have done that, why is it not happening? I don't know if there's something to do with a third party here. I don't know if Marja has somebody else interested or somebody that she's friends with, or whether you have somebody that's interested in you that you're not interested in. But I do feel there's some sort of interference in this connection with you and Marja. It's funny you asked about communication. This is no communication. This is lots of communication. So it does look likely as time progresses that there will be some sort of communication going on. You could be at the same party together. You could be doing something to do with work or study or something where you come together, because there's other people around. There's not just you two by yourself. More information for Jasas about communication and connecting with Marja, please. If you can bring this thing together, this would be very, very nice connection. It's only showing a friendship at this time, but it will be something quite solid if you can bring this together. Now, I do have to point out that these are two different females. This is the air sign, which she's Gemini, so that's a Gemini air sign. This is to me, this is an earth sign, but it can be a fire sign as well. Now, she may have those two signs in her chart. This may be the same person, but I'm feeling like this is somebody else. Possibly they want to be around you and you want to be around Marja. So I don't know if there's somebody else trying to get your attention. Sometimes what can happen is if you start turning your attentions away from Marja onto somebody else, start smiling at them, talking to them, you don't want to be with them, they're just a colleague or friend, it can make Marja start to think, oh, Jasas is not looking at me, or Jasas is not talking to me. So it could make her want to get to know you more. So you said any advice about trying to connect with her, you may need to connect with somebody associated with her sister, her friends. If she likes playing netball, or if she likes going to a class of some sort, you may need to connect with people that she's associated with to find out more about her and be sort of interested in stuff that she's interested in. This is something to do with parenting. So I don't know if she's got children or this is to do with her own parents, but there's some sort of connection here. It's like somebody's building up to have this person in their life permanently as a wife, mother of the children, all of that sort of thing. You've got to get away from this negative, it's never going to happen kind of feeling, because whilst you're sitting there, it won't happen. And you've got to believe that it will happen. So will there be communication in the future? I do believe there will be. I think that it's going to be an up and down ride at the moment, and then it's going to happen. And you're going to be happy, and there's going to be a friendship. So you might have to accept that it's just going to be a friendship and two people that get along very well. And then maybe it could turn into something more. But at the moment, is there going to be communication? If you step forward and make the communication happen, well, there will be communication. So I would be working my way towards having a conversation about something, nothing to do with relationships. Like I said, if she plays netball, or if she likes cooking, or if she does some sort of class or something, talking to her about that and finding out, letting her tell you all about what she's interested in, or about her family, or about her friends. You've got to get involved in what it is she likes. And even if it's something totally opposite to you, let's say that she's Catholic and you're Buddhist, like a really opposite kind of religions and spiritual beliefs. She could be pro this and you're anti that. So I feel like there's a very big conflict there, but I feel that if you two came together, it will be very happy. And so your main question was, is there going to be communication? I feel that eventually there will be, but you've got to get past whatever this is. I don't know if this is somebody that you had a breakup with, somebody that you had a fight with. It's still there. Like there's still some sort of feeling, grudge, anger, something, disappointment even. Once you get past it, this is good. This is good. Anyway, that's what we're seeing for you today, Jasas. Sorry that I nearly turned this whole thing off and totally forgot about your reading. Because you've done a paid reading, we'll use these for you. Okay, so bottom 3 cards, we're going to have that as more information about you and Marja. Top 3 cards is your answer, yes or no. Okay, so just think about a question right now, Jasas. And then we're out of here, guys. I'm turning everything off. Okay, Jasas has a question in his mind. Is the answer yes or no? And plus any messages he needs to hear. Bottom of the deck is 3 cards, just more information about his connection to Marja. You know, there's a perfume called Marja, and my mother used to use it. It has a picture of a Spanish lady, and it's a black and red bottle, I believe. I used to love her wearing that stuff, and I don't like perfumes. The answer to your question is with some hard efforts and work and getting across that mountain, yes. You got 2 yes cards and you got a mountain to cross here in the middle. So your messages to finish off the reading is with all your efforts, it'll eventually pay off. You do have to get across some sort of mountain here. This could be obstacles in your way, time differences, distance between 2 people, just some hard things to get across. And then we've got the lucky money card there. You may be getting a promotion or some sort of bonus coming towards you. Extra things about you and Marja. You've got to find that right path for you and Marja that you are both on. Because at the moment it looks like you're on 2 different journeys. You could have key to success here, but be careful of being tricked. Be careful of using trickery or being sly about things and not being upfront with what you really feel or what you really want to do. This also could mean that something quick's going to happen, something quick coming in. But yeah, these are nice. This is nice. This is the key to success, key to your heart. But yeah, anyway, that's what we have today for you, Jasas. Thank you for your donation, and I'm out of here, guys. Thank you, Mama B. Thank you for all your help. I'll catch everybody when I'm online again. If I don't get online before then, I'll see everybody on my Monday, your Sunday, depending on where you are, okay? But hopefully I will get online one of the days in between. It all depends on whether I can get a signal where I am, whether the weather's good. If the weather's good, I can virtually go to anywhere, any park, and just get a chair and a table and just set up and do my thing. Anyway, unfortunately, some of my good friends, they're either at work and their house is locked, so I can't go to their house, or they're too far away from where I'll be. All right, take care, everyone. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.